Echoes of a world at peace, lost in wounds of time. Murdered lands for gold and steel, sky choked with green. Werewolves rise, a storm of earth, the earth's stormy steam. Moonlight bathing broken lands, tears and shadows fall. Echoes of the lupine call, through the wild they'll crawl. Heart beats fast, a sharpened tooth, no safe haven here. For those who broke Gaia's trust, now they know the fear. In shadows we gathered, the moon whispered low, from the ashes of Gaia where rivers cease to flow. Dark fury rising, claws scraping the sky. with teeth bared for battle and fury in our eyes. We run through the wastelands, the earth gone to dust, silent echoes of forebears, in vengeance we trust. The world spawn upon us, our ranks standing thin, but the howl of the galliard will never let them win. Howling winds of doom, we heed the call. Tales of the apocalypse, we stand tall. In the darkest hour we'll make our stand, for the fallen king and the forgotten land. Embers of the forest, the whispers of the dead, with each breath we remember the blood we've shed. Cities that crumble under blackened night, our story in the wind, edged by the fight. Through lifetimes of sorrow, with shadows we blend, Galliard's tale turning in the night we descend. Cursed by their darkness, blessed by our rage, on the edge of destruction we write our own page. To the camp's heart we return, scarred and beat, yet the spirit of warriors will never meet defeat. In the ghost of the world that once was pure, we sing the lore of warriors fierce and sure.
Hello everyone, hello, welcome again to Rage Over Lake Blackwater with me. It's Commodore Zed, your lovely and lonely and terribly untalented storyteller. How is everyone doing this evening? Damn, I don't know where that came from.
Feel bad for me.
Wow, that came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. Dang. Anyway, welcome to the world of darkness where everything is dark and depressing, even my opening.
Oh man.
All right. So thank you, everyone. I do not feel that way. I don't know where that came from. I was being facetious, and it all just.
It might have came from a little squishy thing that you may have consumed.
Yes, exactly. A little squishy thing I may have consumed at one point. But we're gonna have a great night tonight. I've got a lot planned. Before we get into our introductions, there's something I want to go over with tonight. Tonight's session will be intense. The events that you're walking to probably aren't a brawl. It's probably something worse. It's set up by the enemy that wants you dead, and the stakes are real. And I want to be upfront that character death is absolutely on the table. That being said, I don't run combat to kill characters, and not just for the sake of it. The enemy is playing smart, using tactics that are designed to take you down, and you'll have to think strategically to survive. If you charge in without a plan, there will be consequences. This is an opportunity for heroism, for bold escapes, or decisive action, but it's also a night where bad dice rolls and bad calls could mean saying goodbye to your character. Keep that in mind as we play. All right? I
have nothing but bad dice rolls.
And remember, Elwin, he said, think it through.
All I've done is think, and then that never got me anywhere. I'm just gonna be honest. Every time I've thought, it got me nowhere. But I think, if it happens to me, look, I think I'm ready for Elwin to walk into the great beyond and be with Gaia forever.
Think so now. burning your character sheet on live. I printed everyone's character sheet. On
We'll all
screen.
sob. Well, most of us will sob. Actually, I will sob, and Orion will pee on it. Pee on my corpse. Like, yeah, I didn't like him anyway. Drawness.
So
Oh,
we're gonna do some real introductions real quick. I just wanted to get that out of the way. You know, that is some intense news. There could be some intense stuff tonight. Content warning is real. I have some stuff planned that might that might hit some trigger warnings. So I'm just putting that out there tonight, guys. Just be cognizant of the fact if it gets too much for you to throw up an X or be like, shit, stop it. I don't want it. You know, there's nothing that's gonna nothing that breaks our tenets though. Nothing that breaks our tenets. You don't break them, I don't break them. That's the rules. So nothing like that. I'm Commodore Zed. I am a storyteller with 20 plus years of experience. I'll be leading these fine players to a shared story with me tonight. I hope everyone enjoys it. We're going to start directly to my right with Tindy Shadowheart. I am Tinderly. Why don't you tell us about yourself? Tell me about your stream a little bit, and we'll get moving.
I am Tenderly. And my stream is mostly where all of my fellow streamer friends come and hang out while they're working, and we just like try to do good vibes and play music, get through the work day together, try to play some chill games, talk about mental health every now and again and the important role that community plays in us getting through this thing called life together as a group.
And who do you play?
Oh, I play Shadowheart, a wolf-born werewolf. She does have a human name, but that's just for her ID. Her human is Tendy, but she's really struggling with coming to terms with the two-leggeds. Freaking two-leggeds, they ruin everything for the four-leggeds. And she's trying to find her place in this new pack because she lost her other pack, and being a wolf alone is really hard, and so she doesn't want to go back out and be on her own, but she doesn't really know how she fits in here. She just knows that she wants to fix whatever is wrong with Gaia so that maybe she can go home.
This is very, very admirable goals to have. Haggard, your turn.
Hi, I'm Haggard. I've been having my characters get killed by Zed for a long time now. So if that happens, it won't be anything new.
He'll be back next week with another one.
That's right. If you haven't been by my stream, we've been doing a lot of retro achievement hunting lately. Also just started Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 today, which is pretty cool. Not necessarily my type of thing that I stream, but it's been fun so far.
And if you could Kingdom Come, like, I don't see any issue.
I said delivery, didn't I? I said come delivery, not come deliverance.
Yes, you did.
He's got a partner push with Final Fantasy VIII going on.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, come watch me play Final Fantasy VIII on Tuesdays. That
Rage bait stream.
That game is going to make me partner for sure.
I believe in Squall. Let's go, Zell.
I play Orion Long. If you haven't been here, things started out a little shaky when I first turned. I wasn't really sure how to deal with it, but since then I've really embraced the wolf half of my being. But I am essentially the powerhouse of the team. Whether or not that will be my downfall tonight, I guess we'll see.
Oren Duskwalker, a.k.a. Pete and Repeat 03.
Hi, I'm Pete. My stream is currently non-existent because I'm raising the tiny human as opposed to streaming. So she takes up a ton of my time.
Quit it.
I'll get back to it eventually. I will not quit it. She's more important than the digital world. I'm sorry, guys. She is. I'm playing Orin Duskwalker, Ghost Council Theurge weird guy, and I found out recently that I don't have to just do wild spirits. I can do Weaver spirits as well, and I'm kind of stoked about that, like a lot. So that's a really fun direction to go. I'd like to see where that goes, but if I die, push the red button. Throw my corpse at the bad guys. I'm going to go out with a bang. I'm somebody with
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, Nerdwire.
Nerdwire Plays. I am mostly a Nintendo streamer. I play a lot of Nintendo games, all the latest and greatest, but I also play a lot of retro over on my channel right now. We're working our way through Earthbound and a lot of the Metroid series, but whenever I'm here, I get to portray a character named Elwyn Bell. Previously, a very dedicated, devout, religious man, but has had to come to grips with the fact that, the God that he thought he knew is not necessarily the God that he has to follow. And he is a little bit of a wild card right now. Just to be completely honest, a little bit of a wild card right now because he's been still trying to find his place, and he thinks the things that he does helps his community, his pack, and it's what he wants to do. But ultimately, he's kind of doing things on his own a little bit more than he probably should. But that's my character, Elwyn Bell. Prepare for him to make bad decisions tonight, as usual. So,
all right, tonight's setting. Oh, before we get into tonight's setting, I did want to go over some slight thing that I had posted in the lore and world building. There have been some strange happenings in the house. Items had been moved without warning, just nuisance kind of items. And at 2:36 a.m. every morning, there is a loud, mournful moan that lasts long enough to wake you. It's gone before you wake up.
it's one of the ladies Orion's brought.
Yeah, it's my stalker you killed, so now she can stalk me forever, you bastard.
This morning, Saturday morning, when you wake up in the bathroom, there is a heart drawn in camo stick with a C plus an O plus C written in the heart.
God damn it! I was
COC?
right.
Cock?
No, an O heart C.
Oh,
Ryan and Cassie. Boy, I think I might have nailed the fucking hit the nail on the head with that one.
Is this after we bought the antiques, or how long has this been going on?
This has been going on for 2 days.
yeah, this is after you bought the antiques.
What'd you get?
He just quietly looks off into the distance.
What did you do, Stuart?
Who is the person who walks in to see this, storyteller?
I was assuming it was going to be Orion.
In the bathroom? He spends a lot of time not peeing in the bathroom, but on my stuff, so I'm not sure if it's Orion.
It could be any one of you for all I care.
I see it, and I know immediately what it is, and I summon Elwyn to come witness it.
Summon?
Summon.
I use leadership to command Elwyn Bell to come to the bathroom immediately.
I use negotiation to say 5 more minutes. Oh no! This is happening at 2:30 a.m. We're awake at this point, or is this the next morning?
Well,
I'm assuming the next morning.
Yeah, the howling is over before you even wake up. It's enough to wake you up.
Okay.
But by the time you are awake and about, it's over.
Okay.
Is it enough to wake all of us up, or just one person?
Anyone can wake up. It can be anybody. It's loud enough.
1 at a time, 5 at a time, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to me.
It's like in the Boondock Saints when they both wake up at the same time.
So after Orion is called to Elwyn, says, "Hey, I summon you." I go, what?
What?
Can you please use a different word? I can come over there. Like, you don't have to speak ye old English. And so I roll out of bed. I throw on nothing because I have no more socks. And I slowly make my way over to where his voice was calling for me from.
I'm wearing a monocle and a top hat, and I say I will speak to you however. No.
Just a monocle and top hat.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else.
Like, what's up,
I point
dude?
at the mirror and I say, "What the fuck is this? Is this a joke?"
He looks at the sink. He grabs his glasses. He gets ready to throw them on because it's still kind of early. He throws them on. He looks at the mirror, and he sees O plus C. And Elwyn's like, "Did Oren bring a lady back here?"
I know you pretend to be smart, but come on. If you had to guess what this was,
Look, man. Like, I know we've seen a lot of really supernatural crap over the past couple of weeks, but ghosts. She's dead. She turned to dust, dude.
I don't know. But I'm telling you that if my stalker is here to stalk me beyond the grave,
Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know what to believe in anymore, man. We were fighting. We just became werewolves, and then we were fighting vampires, and I don't even know anymore. You probably have a better idea than I do, so that's why I called you in here.
I mean, we definitely got spirits. And I mean, I suppose there could be ghosts, but I don't know, dude. Like, anybody could be playing a prank on you to mess with you. I mean, you seem pretty shooken.
Yeah, but
you seem pretty shaken after Cassie passed, and I honestly don't know why, because you didn't seem to like her all that much to begin with.
Listen, you can not like somebody and not want the most terrible thing possible to happen to them.
It would be really nice if you held that same opinion of me.
Well, we'll see.
Anyway, so I grab a wash rag. While he's still talking, I grab a wash rag and wipe off the OC out of the camel paint off the mirror.
Stop it, because there are other people in the house.
Okay, I leave it. It's a little smeared.
Whatever.
It's a little smeared, and the O is kind of going off to the side, and it kind of now looks like an A for some reason.
Just as AOC.
Yep.
What the hell was I going to say? We both know that Oren isn't allowing any outsiders onto the compound to pull pranks. So perhaps we need to discuss with him whatever this might be. But I'm telling you now, if this was you, I'm going to bury you along with your socks.
It's not me, dude. I still continue to give you nothing but support, but it's not me. Let's go ahead and convene with Oren. You want to pull Shadowheart in here too?
I'll be out in the kitchen with the fluffiest wool.
You sound so
on
happy about it.
and flannel pants, but giant fluffy wool socks on a nice wood floor next to the fire. I got a cup of coffee in my hand and giant fluffy wool socks.
You know, I could afford those socks if I really wanted to buy them, but I just choose not to. I say to Orion as we're walking up. But that being said, we got some more serious business. Have you been hearing the creepy howling going on every night? The moaning?
I figured it was freaking him cranking one out in his new bed.
I mean, I'm with you, but
hey, he's got a door now. If he wants to crank one out and Jackson Pollock those walls, good for him.
I don't think he.
I'm in lupus 90% of the time. I'm not cranking anything out.
He's in there dry humping the corner of the bed.
What did this turn into?
But
I hump Elwyn's pile of clothes.
We've actually got an actual serious situation. I want to ask you because you brought it up to me. I don't have any interest in pranking him. Did you write O plus C. This doesn't sound like you. I honestly don't even know why I'm asking you, Oren, but did you write O plus C and a heart on the bathroom mirror?
Huh?
Just go look.
I walk into the bathroom and look. What the hell? What's it written?
It doesn't say AOC, by the way. It says O plus C. I smeared it a little bit. It's written in camo paint.
It's. I go up and I touch it. Is it actual grease paint?
Yeah.
That's weird. I go downstairs to the kit bags where the only place I know that this stuff actually is in this building is. Is everything where it belongs?
No, there's a grease pen missing.
I am gonna investigate plus.
Here comes
I'm gonna
Did he just- I was waiting for something else. And then I was like, did he have a stroke?
Somebody took my shit. It doesn't belong gone. Is it wits plus investigation?
Wits plus investigation. Yep.
Dude, he's been gone a while, Orion. You think he's okay?
I don't know, man. I
don't
never know with any of you.
We ain't found shit.
No, you can't find that grease pen.
Hey, if you're gonna take my, you guys hear from downstairs. You're gonna take my shit, put it back, and stop screwing with stuff.
I'm not touching it, dude. And
I
you
don't
know
have
it wasn't
hands
Shadowheart.
90% of
She
the
can't
time.
even read.
Let alone right.
I'm gonna look around down here.
Yeah.
Because like we work down here, but like people don't just come down here and screw with shit. So I'm just gonna scan around the room real quick. And that would be awareness, right?
Yeah, you're looking downstairs. Absolutely. Awareness.
Mr. Paranoid, what do you have for a security system around this place? Do you have cameras?
Yeah. Actually, we have closed circuit.
Do you think maybe you could see?
I'll go take a peek. I'll go look at the video feed. See what we can see. There's nothing inside. It's the cameras that see the doors, the back, and the ones outside the perimeter.
You're telling me you don't have a camera in the bathroom? Okay.
Nope, I do not, you nasty bastard.
All right. So you go to check your cameras. There's nothing. No movement. There's no. I mean, at one point there's a little bit of a glitch.
When?
2:36 a.m.
2:36.
That's what we figured.
You know what? I'm going to see if it's a forced glitch or what it was. Technology plus intelligence. I'm going to backtrack you fucks. You going to come for me? I'm coming for you.
I noticed you guys came home with some antiques the other day. What the fuck did you buy?
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Out of character, they don't even know because Zed just narrated it and then moved on because they bought antiques. The end. Hey, there we go.
It's a glitch. Doesn't seem to have any cause and technology. There's no reason it should have glitched. It's just at 2:36 a.m. You don't hear anything over because you're not set for audio. I take it. It's just set for video.
Has that happened every day, Oren? Every day at 2:36? Have you had that glitch on cam? At this point, I've walked over to follow him to his
I'm gonna
monitoring
cycle that
station.
back through and see what the hell's going on.
No, only on the night that only last night.
Shadowheart, obviously not being the most technically knowledgeable, chooses to address Elwyn having had asked about the howling, and he wasn't there the other night, and she says howling maybe old pack. They sick. They sick.
I look at Oren and Orion. I'm like, so they've been like around the area. Can you guys translate?
They're under the property. We ran across them, and there's something wrong with them.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the hell's going on, I'm gonna take a couple of the mics that we usually use for outward surveillance.
Okay.
I'm gonna set them up here.
Okay.
Just leave them overnight.
I don't freaking like this. You're right. You set off the paranoia bug. Damn you. Yeah.
Just leave them overnight. I look around and I'm like, ghosts. I mean, crazier things have happened, I guess, but I don't think that Cassie's necessarily following around Orion.
Do you see how many cameras there are for all of them to glitch out? Something's weird.
I don't disagree with you. I
Those
fully
not
agree.
hooked up to
Can you do me a
external
favor if you have it? Could you set one up in my room just in case?
I don't want to see the things you do.
I'm not doing anything. I might lick my butthole every once in a while, but that's about it.
Do you seriously want a camera in your room?
I want a camera in my room, yes.
Do I have one available to me, storyteller?
Sure. Why not?
It's not put up yet. I will put one in his room.
Excellent. You put up a camera in Orion's room.
I'm going to need you to set up a subscription.
Exactly. OnlyFeeds account.
These are closed circuit only. There is no external access. That's why I'm
Only
so confused.
pause.
Only pause.
But yeah, I will set that up, and I'll set up a mic for the building and a mic for outside.
All right.
I'm going to head outside and, I don't know, just see if I notice anything around, like, either entrance.
This morning, there'll be fresh snow.
Yep, there's fresh snow. It's Saturday morning. There's fresh snow. There is no evidence of footprints. It's nice, fresh, undriven snow. Everything seems kind of normal, but maybe a little spooky.
Can I attempt to just sense anything around me? I probably have shit to roll for it, but I'll do it anyway.
A Wisp plus awareness check.
While he's doing that, I go, you guys know where Ashes is?
Didn't he say he was going to have a late night?
Oh, I don't know. Probably. It's kind of his thing.
All right. Yeah.
So
I'm
we
assuming
go
it
hook up with some more vampires.
2 rage. Yep. We got 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
You feel finger run across your cheek, but you don't see anything or anyone.
Guys!
I run out as soon as I hear him yelling, guys. What form are you in right now, by the way?
I assume, well, I'm probably in Hamid right now.
Okay. So I run out and I'm like, what?
I just felt a finger run across my face. You have the ability to, like, look, I know, it sounds weird, but bear with me. Creepy shit going on. You have the ability to, like, look into the Umbra and whatnot. Do you think you could see if there's anything going on around here?
I can open it. Oren can look into it. Without me having to open it. Do you want me to open it? Last time I opened it, we had demons.
Yeah, let's not have you do that.
Can I ask Moonpetal if she knows anything?
You have to be in the Umbra, I think.
Can you
Right?
talk to her?
Does she-
I can see her.
She's got penumbral senses.
Oh, she has penumbral senses.
Yeah.
So
got a
both Pete
guardian.
and Tindy's character have it.
Well, I'm going to assume when I walk outside and yell, guys, not just you
Okay.
would come. but-
Shadowheart, are you going to turn it on or am I? One of us should turn it on.
Well, I was just asking, would I be able to
Yes.
ask Moonpetal
Moonpetal.
if she knows anything?
Moonpetal indicates that there's no spirits on the other side of the Ember, right?
Moonpetal, no see, nobody.
Hey, that's freaking weird. Hey, do you have... Damn it, I always forget her name. I'm sorry. The other Theurge's name.
Ira.
Ira.
Ira. You have Ira's number by any chance? Ellen?
I can guarantee I can get a hold of her. It's not an issue.
Ask without, who cares? She's part of the sept. Can you ask her if she knows anything about ghosts?
I trust her, so I pull out my phone. I go ahead and start texting Ira. I text her, "Hey, excited for the grand opening tonight, but I got a little situation." And then ... ghosts? ? And then I send it and wait and see what she says. ...
She comes back ... We'll explain at grand opening. ... Don't worry.
Oh, shoot.
Don't worry. Send.
Don't worry, so they can't hurt us, apparently?
Well, I already felt one touch me, so...
I mean, look, at the end of the day, like, we've survived shotgun blasts. Like, I don't think a ghost is going to necessarily hurt us.
Yeah, well, listen, when you've worked in the line of work I've been in, you don't want a random finger just appearing.
Don't need to get added to that body
It was
count.
on your face. It wasn't anywhere else, though, thankfully.
And the finger brushes the taint.
Hey, there was that one show, that one time where all I know about ghosts is they can't cross salt. We want to do that thing? See what happens?
Just lay down in a circle of salt.
Dude, bro, I'm just thinking about the stinking propaganda we've heard about stakes going through vamps' hearts and holy water. I mean, we'll try anything once. You wanna get salted, Hank? Orion?
Are you trying to assault me?
And we'll get more while we're out and see what happens.
Fine.
Find out.
Fine. You have any kosher, or is it all just iodized?
I have no idea. I got salt.
It's rock salt.
I
got salt. Yeah.
I just say, whatever. I'm gonna go for a run and try to clear my mind. I turn into Lupus and go for a run in the woods.
As you zip out, I just holler out, just don't go too far. Stay within howling distance. As I yell and you running away.
Okay.
All right, end scene. All right, we're going to end that scene right there. And we're going to pick up a couple hours later. Yes, you can lay down some salt. That's absolutely, that's fine and appropriate. You lay down a circle of salt around the whole house or around what?
I'll just do the windows and stuff because I don't know any better. I'm going from bad TV. Could be good, could work. I don't know.
Okay, so you lay down a circle of salt around the windows and the TV.
Windows, doors. No, I'm going from TV shows.
Okay.
Like
Windows, TV,
you do the windows, you do the doors. They can't go through.
I'm not even salted
Keep
the
those ghosts
TV.
away from my TV. Porn collection. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, stepping into the back room of the Stag's Refuge, the sounds of the main hall soften, replaced by the crackling of a grand stone hearth and a low murmur of voices. The room is spacious yet intimate, built not just for strategy and counsel, but for feasting, laughter, and the unbreakable bonds of the pack. The walls are paneled in thick, rough-hewn pine, their natural knots and grain left exposed, giving the space an organic, untamed feel. The scent of aged wood and slow-burning cedar fills the air, mingling with the heavy aroma of roasted meat and spiced meat. Sturdy oak beams stretch overhead, their dark stains contrasted with the warmth of the firelight, while low-hanging iron lanterns fitted with amber glass cast a golden glow across the room. Shadows dance in the flickering light, making the space feel alive. Moving, breathing like the very land itself watches over the gathering. A long, heavy wooden table sits at the center of the room, its surface scarred by age but polished to its soft sheen. Around it, mismatched chairs and benches have been pulled up, some simple and sturdy, others carved intricate animal motifs passed down through generations of kin. At one end, a massive hunting throne of antlered leather draped with spelt of a great wolf remains unoccupied, reserved only for those who have earned the right to lead such a gathering. Along the far wall, a makeshift bar has been set up with a thick slab of reclaimed wood provided by Orin Duskwalker.
I carved that well.
Lined with glass bottles and dark whiskey, clay jugs of fermented cider, and wooden casks of strong honey mead. The mugs and tankards are mismatched, some carved from wood, others fashioned from horn or pewter, fitting the electric mix of Garou and kin who gather here. The bar is tended casually by one of the refuge's kin, Lucius Vinter, a wiry man in flannel who works with work boots, keeping an eye on the room while pouring drinks in a practiced ease. In the far corner, a low stage of stacked crates and planks has been set up, where a few instruments rest: a weathered guitar, a small drum, and an old fiddle, waiting for the right moment when someone gets drunk enough to start the music. A rack of weapons stands near the door, a silent testament that even in moments of peace, the fight is never far away. Hunting knives, axes, and old rifles lean against the wall, their edges glinting in the firelight. Above them is mounted a stag's head, full with enormous branching antlers, looms over the room. A sacred symbol of endurance, of vigilance. A spirit's watching over the refuge. You see the bowkeepers in the room, milling around, all 5 of them. None of them are up in the front. They're kind of ignoring the main gathering right now. They're greeting Mother Winterfang as she is making her way through the room, and with the Vinters. All of them are there. Anyone that you know, it has arrived. We're still waiting on Song of Ashes, but he will arrive shortly. But everyone else arrives on time. Yep.
Is this a Guru gathering that we know of? Just us?
Just you guys, yes.
No civilians?
But civilians on the other side, not in the main gathering. So no, everyone's in helmet form.
Shifts
Okay.
to Kranos.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You won! You won!
Let's get
of
these
what
humans
this
out of
is,
here.
and because it's a gathering, I would have had my coat, but I would have also brought my shotgun knowing that it's the gathering. And I would have put it with the others when we get here.
Okay, so does anyone else put their weapons away?
Yeah, I would put it with the others, and because it's like, okay, we're all here. We're all friends here, as it were.
What vehicle did we take to get there?
I would assume
I've
that-
got the knife in my pocket.
I can't put mine away.
We would have had to take your truck, I would imagine, because Ashes isn't here right now, and he's gonna be meeting up with us. So I would say we took your truck. I leave my crossbow over on the side, but I left my sniper rifle in the bed of the truck.
Oh, no, it would be in a box, not in the bed.
It's in a box in the bed of a truck. It's boxed up.
Arwen, tall, majestic as always, with her auburn hair braided, tied back in a knot, approaches Orin and Elwyn first. She goes, "Hello, boys." She claps you both as she walks by on the shoulders. As she walks to Orin Dustwalker, claps him on the shoulder, says, "How's it going?" Then she walks over to Tindy, and she offers a hand. She goes, "Nice to meet you."
In my typical, very clumsy human fashion, I just kind of.
She takes your
Obviously, I've not shaken a hand before.
she takes your hand.
Shake, girl, shake.
She takes your hand in her other
Good
hand.
girl.
And she molds your hand, shows you how to do it, and does it with you. She goes, "This is how we shake hands. This is how we greet. We don't sniff each other's butts. We shake hands." And she laughs a little bit. She shakes your hand with you. She says, "It's nice to meet you. I'm Arwen.
Shadowheart.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Shadowheart. Welcome to the Stag's Refuge. Make yourself at home." She walks by you. Then you see Nerdwire. I'm sorry, not Nerdwire. Elwyn, you see Ira. Orin, you both see Ira. She's kind of off in the corner, just sort of like picking at her fingernails. She sees you and calls you over.
Head on over.
"What's this about ghosts?" she says, picking her nails.
Something very strange.
In the neighborhood.
Yeah. Who are we going to call? But
Ira.
No. Something was, things were moved in the middle of the night, and my camera saw nothing. There was no one in the house other than us, and it was none of us.
And beyond that, like, you're leaving out some very important details here. Right before I texted you, Orion told me he felt a finger touch his cheek, brush his cheek.
What did it
There's
smell
nothing
like?
there. Well, first off,
A gentleman never tells.
I didn't think to ask, and I does the detail matter?
Yeah,
I asked Ira.
It could. It could.
You better not be fucking with me right now. And I turn and I look across the bar, and I see Orion over there, and I raise my arm up, finger pointed, and I'm like, "Hey, come here."
I just flip him off. I was I go.
That's just some brotherly love. I tell Ira. He really likes me. He just won't admit it. As Orion gets there, because I'm just gonna assume he actually does walk over here.
Yes. Yeah. What do you want?
What did it smell like?
Yeah.
What did what smell like?
The finger, bro.
I don't know. What did the finger smell like?
You didn't smell anything.
I didn't smell anything.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to know, see if he'd ask you.
I look at her. I feel like I've built a good enough relationship up with Ira. I'm like, you bitch. Just kind of laughing about it. She laughs
And
back.
then I say, here, smell this. No.
You guys have you killed anyone recently?
Has he?
Have any of you killed anyone recently?
I've been on a straight murder spree.
Yeah, what do you want to know about? You want to know about the ice agents or the vampires?
She stops and pretend that, whoa, ice agents. What? That was you?
That was him.
Keep your voice down. There are other people here, bro. But it was me.
I assume we're in a separate room, like same place, separate room,
same
right?
Place, separate room, yes. You're in the back room with Chuck E. Cheese here.
Right.
It was me.
What were you thinking?
I was watching some families get separated. You weren't even there. I speak over Oren. I was watching families get separated. I was about to be arrested.
On Song of Ashes, since he's not here. No.
I get that, but there had to be another alternative to just murder.
Well, let's see.
I just put my hands up. I tried to stop him.
I was getting handcuffed. I tried to make an escape. They pulled out their gun, pointed it directly at Ashes, our leader. And it was either let him get shot right there in the middle of the street or make a choice to change.
So,
I don't know that there was many other opportunities to do anything else.
She puffs her cheeks out and exhales. You're so dramatic. Okay, I get it. You had to break a few eggs. Okay. You have a ghost.
There's a callback, if I've ever heard one, Ira.
If you kill a lot of people, you're gonna make a ghost every once in a while.
What?
It's just gonna happen. You're gonna have to.
So it is a ghost.
It probably.
How do
is
we
a
make
ghost.
them go away?
Does it matter if the person this ghost might possibly be from was a vampire?
Never killed a vampire. Never made a vampire ghost. Can't say that I know for a fact.
Would you want to?
No, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Because we could use some help. We've got some vampire issues. I'm just going to be honest.
Vampire issues. What are you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you? Could you possibly? This is Morgan. Lila, why don't you come over here? Arwen. Yeah, Tamsin, you too. All of the other 4 women converge upon you. Like, what is it, Ira? They're like, oh, these boys have a vampire problem. A vampire problem, Arwen says. What do you mean, Morgan intones? Tell us everything you know. We've never run into vampires. We want to know everything you know.
Well, they're weak to fire. And that's about it. But, Ashes got tied up with this lady named Ivy Monroe. She was telling him that she was going to end up making him a lot of money and a lot of fame if he tied up with her in the music industry. He ended up getting brainwashed. We tried to handle that situation. I don't know that I would necessarily say it went swimmingly, because now she not only lives rent-free in his head, but without even touching me, she's living in my head.
Sim.
We went to We went to the place that it felt like we were being drawn to. Turned out to be Ivy Moreau's house. It was like the gigantic Victorian nonsense way out in the countryside. We roll up. There's not only this Ivy Moreau character, who I genuinely do not know, have never met before, just know she's a threat to Ashes. Another one that I don't know if we even got her name. She pieced out. And then Orion's late stalker, Cassandra, Cassie. I don't know what we call it. Vale.
Just Cassie.
So I like. All in all, we go up there. We wreck some stuff. We end up doing some damage, but not as much as we hoped to. And I finished the job with Cassie.
To be clear, the vampires wanted blood from Song of Ashes.
And Elwood.
They claimed that they wouldn't be a problem as long as they got said blood. We made it clear to them that negotiations could be had, but that they needed to stay out of everybody's head.
And they didn't.
And they didn't. So it wasn't unprovoked. We didn't. Yeah.
I was like, you boys have all the fun. Really, vampires in Lake Blackwater. That gives us something to do. That gives me something to look forward to. Scott Morgan goes, we know there's vampires. We ran into them ourselves. There was one around the island about a week ago.
We were told about that too, right? Out of character.
No,
we weren't told about that. I thought. Okay.
You weren't told.
Never mind.
They're telling you now. There was one around the island.
At the
To
cairn?
be fair, this happened a week ago and we're just now telling them about it, so yeah.
Yeah, we chased it off.
Oh, chased it off? He didn't turn into goo
No,
or ash?
we just chased it. It was that night. We chased it off. They're getting bold, she says.
Yeah, I'm not liking that too much.
Well, just so you know, the only thing we do know hurts them a lot is fire. We drove a stake through one, and the stake turned to ash. Although Mother Winterfang insisted stakes would work, something didn't seem to work.
When Mother Fang speaks of stakes, I've seen stakes work. Look, she says, as she walks over. You may have run into some special circumstances, but I've seen stakes work. They don't turn the vampire into ash. This isn't Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but they immobilized them.
Well, the stake that Ashes drove into this thing's chest turned to ash as it hit its chest.
How many vamps you dealt with,
Vampire ran right through it.
Mother Winterfang?
Oh. Back when I used to go to the city, we used to deal with them on a monthly basis. Hundreds.
Did any of them turn to ash when you killed them?
They always turn to ash.
Is that normal?
They always end up turning to ash eventually. It just takes some time. They get some of them get moldy first. I guess it depends. I can't really tell. Maybe it depends on how old they are. Some get moldy quickly. Some turn to ash quicker than others.
Okay.
Shadowheart, being full of the grace that she is, Anna Jackson says,
Please do.
you keep giving bad info. How we know she not in your head like she in him head.
I turn to turn my face because there's a part of me that's definitely in agreement with her, but there's another part of me that's like, oh my god, did she just say that? I don't want to see the reaction.
Mother Winterfang
Like I said, full of grace I am.
slowly turns her head, locking eyes with the Wolf of Lower Station. Clearly. And says, you've got quite the opinions on you, don't you? Because not everything that I say is 100% right all the time. We all make mistakes. Part of our noblesse oblige. Sometimes our advice is not used correctly. Sometimes there are extenuating circumstances. But tell me another time where I've given you bad advice.
There was that other time. What was that other time?
That time.
Trying to step in and keep the pace just a little bit. Move it along. Look, you know as well as I do, she's new to this whole thing. I've been there. I'm going to apologize on behalf of her.
Bares her teeth a little bit in her smile. There's venom in it. She goes, I think I understand.
There's a silence that falls across the room when no one talks for a moment.
And for all my grace, I do not apologize because first off, I don't even know what apologies are, and then second off, I'm not sorry. I don't feel like my concern was addressed, so I just keep looking at her like.
With that, Mother Winterfang actually steps forward, kind of pushes by Tindy Shadowheart for a second. And she goes, we stand on the edge of history, as we always have. The world shifts beneath our feet, and the worm is not waiting nor watching, it's moving. It's consuming, and the battles we once fought in distant places now stalk our own doors, coiling through the roots of this land like a sickness. We've all seen it, and we can all feel it. The Forgotten Island Cairn was not given to us, it was won. It was cleansed, but it's not safe. Not yet. Cairn is more than a place of power. It's a sacred duty, a wound upon the earth that only we can mend. It must be protected, nurtured, strengthened. That is the burden we have taken upon ourselves. He looks at Tindy. Some of you gathered have fought to reclaim it. Some of you bled for it. Some of you have not yet proved to prove yourselves. But mark my words. No one who stands under this roof tonight is free from its fate. What we do here, what we decide in the coming nights, will determine whether this place remains a sanctuary or becomes another monument to the worm's hunger. Takes a slow step forward, her voice growling softer, more measured, as if speaking to each Karoo individually. Stag's refuge was built to be a place of unity. Shield against what comes next, but unity is not a thing we speak of in stories. It is something we make with our own hands, our own claws. It's forged in battle, in trust, in the strength of the pack. The Bowkeepers stand with us now, but not as fate. That was a choice, and yet a choice made once must be made again every night, every fight, every moment we stand against the darkness. So I ask you, will you stand together, or will you fall alone? She looks at Hal and Ashpack. Will you stand with the Bowkeepers and protect the set of the Forgotten Island?
Elwin nods. Yeah, oh wait, Oren, go ahead.
We're missing our boss. I think we're good, but we're missing our boss. Are we supposed to speak without him? He was in chat a little while ago.
If you guys want to hold off, she'll come back to you.
That's okay. I'm in the affirmative, but I don't want to jump over.
Elwin pulls out his cell phone and he texts Ashes.
Get your ass to the bar now.
No,
We got some important things.
Don't make that man rush.
We got some important things. Can you just text me back and tell me whether or not we're standing with the Bowkeepers?
Yeah.
And then I put it back in my pocket, but I look back at Mother Winterfang and I go, as long as Ashes wills it, you absolutely have my unyielding dedication.
I look at Pete and then Elwin. Yeah, I guess.
So passive.
You just want to fight, man.
She looks to the Bowkeepers, and Arwen stands forward and nods. She goes, aye, we'll stand with them. We'll stand together with all of you. You, your kin, yourself, Mother Winterfang. We'll stand with you. We'll guard this sept. We'll guard this cairn. We'll give our blood. By the Bowkeeper's oath, we will give our blood. It backs up. Does not howl. Not in the bar.
I like how you got called dramatic, and then they say stuff like that.
I pull out my phone, I look at it, and I've gotten a text back, and he says, "No, we good."
Yep.
And then I text him back, and I'm like, "Oh, we'll catch you up."
I elbow Orwin, and I was like, "Listen, I just want to run around the woods and chase birds. So whatever it takes for me to do that, I don't care. I'm in."
We got to fight a little longer, then you get the island to party on.
With that resolved, the door opens and some men start bringing food in. Some spit roasted venison, slow cooked boar ribs, fresh baked dark bread, roasted root vegetables, hard cheeses and cured meats, and a steaming stew. And there's plenty to drink. They just bring the food in, they bring it to the table, and there's plenty for everybody. Lila gets on the fiddle, begins playing, starts putting down a tune. Everyone's having a great time. The bowkeepers are making just polite conversation with everybody. No one's being too aggressive. You do notice that Arwen is very interested in Orion. He is very, very much not coyly, but blatantly staring at him with wolfish eyes.
I look at Orion and I elbow him in the side, and Orion, will you look at me when I elbow you in the side? You look at me. We lock eyes.
I look at you. Yeah.
And then and then I look over at which one was it? Arwen.
Arwen, yep. Arwen's big with red locks.
I look over at Arwen, and I look back at Orion, and I just kind of like nod my head over to him, and then I just walk away from him.
I'm completely cool. No, just kidding.
No, you know.
I look over at her and just kind of nod my head.
She takes that as an agreement of contact and walks in your direction.
An agreement, a consent. She takes that as consent.
What did I consent to?
Upon seeing all the nodding, I just get behind Orion and I give him a good shove in her direction, like actually shove him. So she starts walking, and he gets pushed towards her.
You know, Pete, sometimes it's okay to make them work for it, too.
It is, but you two have been dancing around each other for 2 months. Get on it. Go to work.
She grabs you by both shoulders as you're pushed, as she straightens you. She goes, "Well, that was embarrassing."
Tell me about it. You believe these guys?
No, I can't. She goes, "So I've seen your movies."
Oh my.
Which ones?
Well, there's about 3 I've seen over and over again.
Surely you can name them if they're
You
your
name
3
them.
favorite.
I yell out across the bar, "You name them!"
She goes,
What kind of movie was log jamming?
I'm too dignified to name my favorite lumberjack movies. She goes,
Oh, those movies.
yes,
Yeah.
but you and me, we're gonna experiment like those. Maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. She slips a card in your pocket and walks away.
I like how forward she is. Out of character, I like how forward she
I
is.
also like how forward she is.
We're gonna experiment. You're going to like it.
I'm glad I stood up before this part. I tear it up. No, I'm just kidding. I put it in my pocket. Oh, I look at it. What does it say?
It says
Just her number?
This is Arwen. It's got her number on it. It's just
Okay.
one word, Arwen, and her number. And then, of course, Stag's Refuge. Got the whole letter, the key, nice letterhead.
Arwen turns out to be an acronym for something crazy. No. It's all in capital letters.
M really wacky and nude.
So I don't lose it. I enter the information into my phone.
All right. Fantastic. Okay.
And before she's like even a couple of feet away, I'm like, "Sup?" Send her a little text.
Well, I kind of wave Oren over to me because I'm sure he's kind of lost interest in this whole dance that Orion and Arwen's doing. It's super awkward. It's almost high school level, but it's fine. And I wave Oren over, and I'm like, "Hey, Do you feel any kind of like extra pressure based on what Mother Winterfang is asking us to commit to? Like, this just seems like, in some ways, coming out of nowhere. I mean, this is a big deal. They're opening their bar, but like, talking about a new
War's
fight.
coming. He just doesn't want to say it.
Do what?
He knows a war's coming. He just doesn't want to say it.
With who?
I don't know with who. I'm sure she'll tell us. I've been in this chair before. And I just pull up my neck and show you the big scar again, just to remind you.
Why is it two dots? It looks like vampire kissed you.
No, it's the big burn scar.
Yeah.
But it's like, I've dealt with commanders that don't want to say things before they're sure. She's not sure. And she's going to keep it to the vest until she's freaking sure.
I mean, at this
If
point,
you just told us.
yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm down with the Bowkeepers. Like, I really dig Ira. I dig Lila. I've spent a lot of time with them. We've done a lot of work to try to protect the cairn. And then I take a sip from my seltzer water with a splash of lime because I've sworn off the booze after that absinthe last week. It's just, I don't know. Like, it just seems like she knows something is bigger. And I'm kind of, the paranoid person in you just kind of strikes me as the dude who's like, what does she know that I don't? Why wait? Why not prepare us?
It's entirely too long to find out, and it's not worth the hassle. I don't want to have to track her down and figure it out. I owe her. I'm going to do what needs doing by it. And it sucks. And yes, the paranoid person in me really wants to know. But there's also the point of how much is going to take me to find out.
I'm just surprised at how good with the flow you were about it.
Oh, no, I'm not. The wheels are spinning. The hamster's about to fly off the fucking wheel. I don't like it. I don't like it one fucking bit. There's not a damn thing I can do about it.
It's true. It's fair.
And unfortunately, sometimes you have to accept that kind of bullshit. And I look around and make sure Tindy's Shadowheart's far enough away. He's not wrong.
I kind of nod. I look at him.
I say that quiet, like you're the only person hearing that shit.
Yep.
Okay, speaking of which, Shadowheart, while you're doing your thing, you're approached by a short, stout woman with with hair that's close cropped, dark hair, dark eyes. She kind of sits down next to you. She goes, "So you're Shadowheart.
I've seen your films.
You're the four-legged.
You two-legged.
Nope."
That's racist.
She says, "Absolutely not."
That's okay. I've been told it's not racist, it's speciesist. It's
better.
totally different. It's fine.
I am most certainly not a two-legged. She sits down, crosses her legs, looking very human, very confident in her skin. She offers her hand. Tamsin Flickerfoot.
Sighs and gives her my hand and says, if you so not two-legged, why you look so two-legged?
Camouflage. You can't in the two-legged world, you can't hunt by just running through and biting something's ankles. You gotta fit in. You gotta look like your prey. You gotta be able to herd them in, and you gotta be able to lull them into a false sense of security. It's not all that different than hurting them, but you just have to look like them in this case.
But this all their fault.
No, it's not. They're not the worm. It's not their fault the worm is all out of whack and crazy. They're not helping things. They're not making it better. But it's not their fault. They don't know any better. Just apes. Two-legged apes.
What they do to four-legged is all their fault.
Well, I've come to learn maybe four-legged should fight back.
Shadowheart nods to this notion, having had previously had a conversation with Oren that she thought that they should.
But we don't. They don't because they can't because they're not strong enough. So we fight for them. We fight for our four-legged cousins who can't fight for themselves. It's not for us who's going to do it. They'll just die.
How long you been? I like begrudgingly look at her and look down at myself and this.
7 cycles.
Do we ever go home?
No, we have a new home. Our new pack. Our old home is gone. The wolves die. They don't live long. You make a new pack. And then they die. Or you die. Someone sings your legend forever. Or at least you hope. Worst thing you can do is to die with no song.
Liking the word song, Shadowheart says, me like song. Me want to sing to the moon in the woods. Me have to two-legged to sing to moon. Clearly being a question. You know. Bad grammar and all.
I'm overhearing this and I look at Oren and I'm like, dude, we need to teach her that the word for two-legged is person so she stops just describing us by how we look.
Lady
Well, I have a
Shadowheart
thought.
runs with joy, not with deep thought. Moonlight guides her steps. Samson said. She hits you with a haiku. She says, but you'll get it.
You know, it's not a bad one, really.
Just keep it up. You will get it. It'll
She
be
takes
coming
offense thinking that she's trying to mock her.
And so I ask her, you pretty good two-legged.
Practice.
Me clumsy.
Practice. Coco Melon.
That and Blippy.
Me learn.
Yes, of course. Soon, hope. Don't show us. No. It's stuck on Caillou.
Oh no!
Mommy! I hate my parents.
Damn.
And
Go ahead.
so I asked, you can help?
She looks at you. She goes, I can help. Your pack can help. I can help. We can all help. We're all one big happy set now. We gotta work together. We gotta heal the wounds of the past. We can do better than the Guru Nation did by not falling apart. We can, I think, my dogs are going berserk, that we can make it happen. And if it means me having to teach you how to be a proper person, I'll teach you how to be a proper person.
me need help.
Well, I'll do my best. Hold on 1 second, there's someone at my door. Come in.
I walk over and open up my phone and I show her a Word of the Day app that I downloaded while I was listening in on that conversation. And I'm like, listen, anytime you want to learn something new, you just press this button on my phone, this tab. It'll open up. It's a picture box. I know you don't really understand phones yet either, but you just ask me for my phone and we'll open it up and you can learn a new word today. And and you can actually press it and it tells it to you. It's got audio description, so you don't have to read it yet.
Oh,
Like,
that's good.
Yeah. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. I promise.
Bonjour.
You're not gonna just like write it on a piece of paper and say this is your word of the day.
This is your room. This is your word of the day.
All right. Okay.
What up, Wildwood?
What up, Wildwood?
Welcome in,
I think he's
Ashes.
still setting up.
Yep. Getting in here.
Yep.
All right, video ninjutsu coming at you.
He busts into the back room, flings the door open, hair disheveled.
Covered
Him saying
snow,
ninja
his
just made me
illusion
think of
has
that super racist white lady singing "I'm a Ninja."
I want to be. I knew when to stop.
Demonetized.
Demonetized! Oh, man.
Banhammer.
I am now your Lando. Zed, I'm your Lando.
Yes. All right. So at this point, the door does open, and a Song of Ashes doth appear at the door. Let me tell you. Do you have any idea where you are, Song of Ashes?
Where am I?
I'm in a box.
You're muted.
You are muted, sir.
Last I heard, it sounded like maybe you guys were at the cabin and it's haunted, perhaps.
That was one thing.
That was before. They are.
okay.
They are at the back room of the Stag's Refuge, doing the grand opening party for the bar that the Bowkeepers open.
The Bowkeepers Bar. Gotcha. Okay.
Bowkeepers bar, yes. And
Cool.
Shadowheart had just had a conversation with Tamsin Flickerfoot.
Okie
Haggard
dokes.
had been propositioned by Arwen. Ira had
Yep, I heard that.
talked a little bit of shit with Orin and Elwyn. And Lila sees you, and she goes, "Hey, boss man." She's got a fiddle. She's sitting on the stage. She goes, "You want to duet with me?"
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So as you're walking in, you hear a gasp, though, from across the room. As Mother Winterfang spots someone as the door is closing. It's Mayor Hayes that's just walked into the bar proper.
Shifts to Krenos. I'm kidding.
It's go time.
He's going to use that for everything now. Enters the bathroom stall.
Shifts to Krenos. I just really needed to pee angrily. So Mother Winterfang's on, but does she tell us? Oh wait, Tindy's got something.
Yes, Cindy?
You know, being the new member of the pack and everything, and for anybody who doesn't know, why do we hate Mayor?
Oh, to catch you up, he's the embodiment of everything horrible that's been happening to us and has orchestrated a lot of these worm events that we've been encountering. He's the worst human being that we've ever met. And actually, we
Who's
haven't
not
met.
Owen Bell.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
she's also a vessel for the worm.
Yep. It's as if Satan has embodied this man.
Turbo Satan.
So, yeah.
Stop trying to give Satan a bad name, guys. Come on.
So when he walks in, and you said Mother Winterfang saw him, but did the rest of us we're all in the back room.
You're all, you're all in the back room. The door opened. Song of
Wait, he walked into our... Okay, never mind.
No, he did not walk into the back room.
Okay.
Mother Winterfang saw him from across the room through the doorway. The Song of Ashes just came through.
Does she say anything?
He just said, "Oh my God, it's Mayor Hayes."
Oh, okay, I didn't know if she actually said anything or if she just saw him and was like, well, I'm not going to say anything now. She goes, oh my God, it's Mayor Hayes. And immediately, as soon as she says that, my head, no, I'm not going to Krenos, not now. My head whips kind of toward the opening that's still behind Wildwood. Behind Ashes. God, sorry.
Yep, yeah, there you see him. You see him walking.
I shipped into Krinos. No, I'm just kidding.
You see him walking. He's dressed, for a night out. He's not dressed in the suit. He's followed by two other guys who seem to be dressed for a night out too. They're wearing appropriate clothes for the storm that's picking up right now at night in Lake Blackwater. They're expecting 5 to 8 inches of snow this evening, maybe even more in higher elevations.
I quick scan around the room. Oh, Arwen, can I borrow this? And I reach for one of the furs on the big chair.
She's like, why?
If that asshole walks back here and sees that, I point to the weapons rack. We're in a lot of trouble.
Not coming back here. He's not coming back here. He goes, let me go do some rounds. Let me go do my rounds. This is the grand opening. Tamsin, you come. You're security chief. You come out. They go out. They start doing their rounds. What do you guys do?
I'm actually sharpened senses.
Is this a separate room from the one we're currently in?
Yes, you guys are separate from the main bar.
They're in the bar. Okay. We're in the back rooms of the bar.
Yep.
But not the back rooms.
No, you are in a private
Where am
area.
I?
You're in the private party section of the bar.
Well, I've spent my willpower to activate sharpened senses.
It's just a cacophony of sounds and smells and.
Yeah, but I can focus that. There's
yes.
senses that are sharpened.
Absolutely.
But I don't. I activate them because I want to be able to listen if I choose to. And as Tamsin, did you say Tamsin needed to go make her rounds?
Tamsin and Arwen went to go make their rounds. Yes.
As they go to exit the room, I kind of walk out behind them as well. But I'm not going to work with anything. I kind of just go into the crowd and observe more than anything.
So you're trying to blend in with the crowd?
Yeah, I should blend in. I'm nobody.
Yeah, give me a strength plus stealth, a composure plus dexterity roll. Yes, composure plus dexterity.
You scared him when you said strength there for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got strength. I was just very surprised. Like, what?
All right, so you're walking around.
You're in a fight.
No, you're not in a fight, but you're walking around, and you're pretty sure. What are you looking for while you're walking around?
Nothing in particular. Just wanting to listen, wanting to observe. I didn't want to be behind a closed door.
All right, so you want to be out mingling so you can hear what the A's might or might not be saying.
Yeah.
All right. What's
that being said? Seeing Elwyn follow Arwen out, I also follow.
All right, you also follow. All right, are you doing anything to be conspicuous because you are famous?
No, not anything in particular. Just heading to the bar to grab a drink.
I refuse to hang out with any more famous people in public. The last time I did, I got in trouble.
Okay, so no one notices the famous person. All right.
Hell yeah. I've got a mustache. I just started it.
All right, what's everyone else doing at this point?
I look over at you, Ashes, and I'm like, this asshole hasn't seen me yet. I don't know if he's caught me from the other shit or not. But everybody else has been made. We've seen the evidence of that. I don't want to go out there unless I have to.
Oh, I'm fine. Out of
I'm
character.
talking to you, Elwyn. I'm talking
out of character. I'm telling you, I've not been made. I'm fine.
I ask Moonpetal if they are capable of going out there and observing on my behalf. Is that something that Moonpetal can do?
No, Moonpetal can't see through the umbra. So, since she's on the other side, so she.
Oh, great! I'm illiterate and she's blind. I mean, we're a perfect pair.
You can see things on your side, on her side of the umbra. And
You Helen Keller.
Song of Ashes. What do you do?
This is Lily invited me on stage.
Yep.
We're still at this location. Yeah, let's rock. I mean, I'm gonna finish my conversation with Orwin first. I'm not sure if he wants to. If he's trying to scoot out of here before he gets spotted, is what he's trying to get at.
Well, right now, there's enough back here to get us in a lot of trouble. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving everybody. But I'm not going out front.
Gotcha.
Unless you tell me, unless you holler, something bad happens. And if I go out front, I'm going out, and it's going to be bad. Oh, hopefully not.
Fair enough. Well, I'm going to get up on stage and try to keep things calm and chill and get some music going here.
You're in the back room, so you're just playing for us. You're playing for the rest of the wolves and the vintners.
Okay.
I push the red button and throw Orin.
Regular people. Don't do that. You're gonna kill everybody in that room.
New game.
Reset button. All of that hard work goes away.
The Adventures of Orion Long.
Oh
All
man.
right, who has the gift Sight from Beyond?
Me.
All right, both of you at this point in time. Orwin, when you're in the back room, Nerdwire, while you're walking through the crowd, you're both stricken. And you suddenly are zooming in on a field, and you see a great beast belching fire. You see it fighting Mother Winterfang, but she falls before you. You see the Bowkeepers breaking, and you see Robert Hayes on top of this giant beast, completing a ritual under the crescent waxing gibbous moon, which is tonight. Completing a ritual and awakening the verdant blight.
I am gonna focus. I think I gotta spend the point to do that. I want to know more, which is this one.
1 willpower, and it's intelligence plus wisdom.
Yep. I'm gonna roll it. Let's go. And if it's secret, do I get the bonus or no?
No, you don't get the secret bonus.
Okay. Intelligence. My wisdom is higher now. Fuck yeah. So we're gonna go 4 plus. Holy shit. Let's go. Big money, no whammies. Really?
And that's still 3 successes.
3's good.
I have 7 die.
All right, you realize that the idea is that something is happening tonight is going to cause Mother Winterfang's death and possibly the death of the Bowkeepers. You don't see any dead members of Hal and Ash, but you do see Hayes, Bob, riding a metallic beast that's spewing fire that devoured them. It's definitely something that's happening tonight. You can tell that by the moon. And you can definitely tell Hayes has something to do with it.
I know that when this takes me out, that I can't actually see anything. So, Ash, does this happen right next to you? And instead of my senses where I look back and forth and I like still look at you, my eyes probably went completely white or black. That's a bad one. So probably black in front of you, and I just stopped moving and like twitched a little bit. And I snap out of it. I'm like, he's going to die. They're going to die.
Who's going to die? Who's going to die?
Mother Witherfang. Tonight.
Did you just see this?
Yes. She didn't leave the room. She's still here.
She's still here, yep. It's like, excuse me, what do you mean?
Hayes is going to kill you.
Like hell, he's going
to tonight.
Like hell. I'd like to see him try.
That's the problem. He's going to try, and he's going to succeed if we don't change it.
Well, how do we change it?
He's riding a metallic, lack of a better word, dragon. Breathing fire. I don't know.
It's one of those dreams, isn't it?
Sounds like a tank.
They
haven't made a flame-throwing tank since World War II. But you and who did I see? I'll try to focus. Who did I see from?
So all the Bowkeepers.
Who was hurt?
All of them were dead.
And the Bowkeepers were decimated as well. I'm trying to shake it out and tell her everything I can see, and no.
She rubs her chin for a moment. She goes, well, that's distressing information. She goes, I'll do my best not to let it come to fruition. Something needs to be done about Hayes, though.
It sounds like it.
I walk over to Krinos and just pop his head off.
Roll credits.
Done.
All right, guys, it's 10:30. Let's take our 10-minute break right here.
Let's do it.
Yep. And we'll discuss things on the other side. Here we
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Hell yeah.
Under the moon's pale whisper, claws grip the earth so tight. Silent forests call their name in the dead of the night. Greed pours oil, shadows creep in every silent grove. Werewolves rise for Gaia's breath, they fiercely rove. Run through silver streams, fight the poison black. Hear the heartbeat of the wild, there's no turning back. Corruption's grip on the land, we tear it asunder with the house of rage. We guard Gaia's wonder. City lights, a blinding light, concrete spreads like flame. Bodies broken by the grind, souls stripped of their name. Sacred groves, ancient tales, lost in greedy schemes. Werewolves gather, bound by blood, to reclaim their dreams. Run through silver streams, fight the poison black. Hear the heartbeat of the wild, there's no turning back. Corruption's grip on the land, we tear it asunder with the house of rage. We guard Gaia's wonder. Ancient spirits whispering in the oaken pipe, echoes of a world at peace, lost in wounds of time. Murdered lands for gold and steel, sky choked with greed. Werewolves rise, a storm of earth, the earth's stormy steed. Moonlight bathing, broken lands, tears and shadows fall. Echoes of the lupine call, through the wild they'll crawl. Heart beats fast, sharp into no safe haven here. For those who roam Gaia's trust, now they know the fear. In shadows we gathered, the moon whispered low, from the ashes of Gaia where rivers cease to flow. Dark fury rising close, scraping the sky, with teeth bared for battle and fury in our eyes. We run through the wastelands, the earth gone to dust. Silent echoes of forebears, in vengeance we trust. The world spawn upon us, our ranks standing thin, but the howl of the galliard will never let them win. Howling winds of doom, we heed the call. Tales of the apocalypse, we stand tall. In the darkest hour we'll make our stand, for the fallen king and the forgotten land. Embers of the forest, the whispers of the dead. With each breath we remember the blood we've shed. Cities that crumble under blackened night, our story in the wind, edged by the fight. Through lifetimes of sorrow, with shadows we blend. Galliard's tale turning, in the night we descend. Cursed by their darkness, blessed by our rage. On the edge of destruction we write our own page. To the camp's heart we return, scarred and beat, yet the spirit of warriors will never be defeat. In the ghost of the world that once was pure, we sing the lore of warriors fierce and sure.
All right, everybody, we're back. Thank you for the break. I hope everyone stretched their legs, took care of themselves, did everything they needed to do. I'm all right.
I needed root beer,
Thomas?
so
Yes,
I'm good. I got that.
I needed more Dr. Pepper Black Cherry.
I almost grabbed one of those, but I figured
right.
maybe more caffeine. Oh man, I should have grabbed one now. Everyone's drinking the Kool-Aid.
Everyone's drinking the
Haggard,
Kool-Aid.
pull yours out.
It's not that.
Nope, mine are all gone. I told you I was buying the 112 pack. That was it.
That was it. 10 for 10. All right. So, you've seen Mayor Hayes. He's at the bar. And you've just had a vision where you saw terrible things. What do you do?
From here to his house, what are the roads like? How far out of town are we? Are we in the center of town?
You're not far from get to his house. It's not far at all. It's probably about a mile and a half, really, as the crow flies.
Is
I can tell
it
you right now, the roads aren't great.
The roads are not great.
no? But is it through the woods, backwoods? Are we on the edge of town? Are we all
you're
in
the town.
mid
You're in
downtown?
town. You're in town.
So it would stay in town the entire trip.
You should be, yes.
Isn't that a good thing if he's planning on bringing a tank? He's going to get away with that outside of town. In the center of city, he's going to have police up his ass in no time.
He owns the police.
Still, he's not going to get away with just telling everyone over the, everyone that he's just ignoring a fucking tank. He's going to have to put up.
It's the tank
The police
metaphorical.
are going to have to put up. I think the tank might be, but it's the best
tank
we're
a
working with.
metaphor?
Could be a literal tank.
Either way, he's got some steel beast that breathes fire. It seems like that's going to be hard to keep hush-hush in downtown. Let's get him into public.
Considering Elwyn bought overkill, I was hoping we were closer to the edge of town.
Do you want him outside of town for this?
We can't get him. We're in the middle of town. His house is in the middle of town. From where we are right now, if he goes to the mayor's office, he stays in town. If he goes home, he stays in town. There is no outside of town. And if Elwin uses his toy, it's going to be heard from miles around. That ain't quiet.
While they're in the back room still discussing what the fate of Elwin is with a sniper rifle, Elwin has recovered from having the same vision, and he quickly finds a seat and just scans the room for the familiar faces that are around there, trying to figure out, okay, how many of the battle keepers are out here?
You see, scan around. Give me a wits plus awareness check. You're a little disoriented because the heightened senses are active, but it's -2 difficulty. So what's your wits plus awareness?
Boop. I got a 2.
You would have gotten it anyway if you'd taken half.
Mhm.
You easily find Ira and not Ira, Tamsin and Arwen. Arwen's at the bar, bartending. Tamsin is doing security at the front. And as you're flicking from one to the other for a very brief and uncomfortable second, you make eye contact with Mayor Hayes.
I'm still a little shaken from the vision, but I mean, he's not necessarily a stranger to me. I've been working down at the campaign offices from time to time, although I haven't had a DTA with it in a while. But I make eye contact, and I just nod, and then quickly avert my eyes and look back down at the table that I'm sitting at, just in general, anyway.
I asked the gentlemen around me who have been having this conversation about like getting him somewhere, and I asked, what if bring back here?
He's with security. Won't work. He's also way smarter than people give him credit for.
He like girl?
He's married. He's running for political office, which I know you don't know what that is. He wouldn't do that for people to see him do that.
Oh yeah.
And there's
Nobody who's run for political office would ever do that.
not with that many witnesses.
Totally out of character there.
Not with that many witnesses out in the bar. They would do that if there weren't that many witnesses. Sorry, not with that many witnesses, they wouldn't. What I intended to say.
Do I sense him approaching me? I don't want to.
Oh, no, but you do see him watching you again. He's intently looking at you as if he recognizes you from somewhere.
To remain inconspicuous, I try to. I don't visibly shake off myself, but I metaphorically shake myself off just a little bit. And then approach the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and signal for another seltzer water with a splash of lime.
So Arwen looks at you, says, "Fine," and makes it, and no charge.
It's nothing better than free, I say to Arwen. As I say that, I lean in just a little bit closer, and I go, I'd hope that Hayes is no stranger to you in the sense that you know who I'm talking about. But you need to get somewhere safe.
What's safer than my own bar?
Somewhere where he's not. I just had a vision. I know you're not tuned into this.
Oh, do tell. He kind of puts an arm on the bar, kind of leans in. You're so dramatic. Tell me about it.
I had a vision you all died.
Bless my heart.
If I may interject, because Arwen is at the bar, when I entered the room, that's the direction I made. since my teammate didn't decide to come to me and tell me about this vision first. I'm thankfully at the bar right there, overhearing what he's saying about his vision.
And what do you do?
I'm just making it known that I'm privy to the information that you're sharing with her right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. Ellen's not bothered by your presence being there.
No, I'm just making it known that I'm aware that now that aware of the information that there's been a vision.
All of you. All the Bowkeepers. Mother Winterfang. In danger.
But not you, the Howlin' Ash Pack. The pack full of men.
I don't know. I don't know about me. The vision wasn't clear enough.
I mean, did you see yourself in the vision?
No.
Sounds pretty clear to me. So that means we won't follow him when he's leaving the bar. And it points out that he's leaving with his two people.
I turn and I look. And I turn back at Orion and I'm like, let's get to the back now.
I look at her and I say, don't worry, big girl. I won't let anything happen to you. And then I follow.
Shakes her head. She goes, okay.
I shake my head and say okay as I'm like walking to the door as well. I don't know if that was for me or Arwen.
Oh, God.
We get back to the back. I throw the door open, and I look at Oren. Do I perceive that he's a little bit scattered right now, a little bit on the paranoid, on edge? Are you, Oren?
Yes, I'm a little freaking out, and I'm right next to Ashes, trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do.
You saw what I saw.
Oh yeah,
He's leaving.
it happens tonight, whatever it is.
Where?
I don't know.
The vision didn't show where.
Well,
Did you get a better look at what?
Elwyn didn't make a roll to see if he knew what was going on. Maybe
Damn
he'll
to
get
say,
more
Elwyn.
successes than you did.
What do I need to roll?
Show us tank.
Let me see
Wisdom
here.
plus intelligence.
Yeah.
Maybe if you get 4 successes.
I did.
You
Or
get
six.
many. You see it's inside a large cavernous cave.
Is it a cave I recognize?
No, it's not a cave you recognize. It's not that cave. This is
You
much
spend a lot of time around caves?
Yeah, well, I shush. That was internal monologue between God and I.
Yeah.
You stay out of it.
See
No, but-
a large cavernous cave. And the dragon is out, not the dragon, but the fire-breathing metallic beast is outside the cave.
My eyes do much the same that Oren's did. They turn black. I am describing exactly what I'm seeing there, and as I'm saying this, each word comes out slower and slower, and I hear Orion kind of grunting in the background, going, "Can you get on with it?" But I regale them with the fact that it is in a large cavernous cave, and I ask Oren, I'm like, "You're familiar with the area? What real caves do we have here? I'm not talking the small divots that we've been like chilling out in every now and again to go party."
Stop. Don't you remember what Theros said about the spirits and about the visions?
I do.
A cave doesn't have to be a cave.
No, it doesn't.
A metallic beast breathing fire doesn't necessarily have to be a metallic beast breathing fire.
So are there no caves, or are there caves?
God, are there caves nearby that could be that big to hold everybody?
I mean, if you drove far enough, you can get the House Cavern.
Yeah, there's not one close by. There's one 3 hours down the road, but with this weather, more like 6.
Okay.
However, this bar could be said cave.
Well, he's not sticking around, and we don't have a whole lot of time. What do you want to do? Ashes.
Get them the hell out of here. I would suggest we get the Owlkeepers to the cairn that's open and defensible.
They're not leaving
Not a
this.
cave.
They're not leaving this. I just
Then
talked
we
with
said-
Arwen at the bar, and she said, "What safer place than my own bar?"
Yeah, that's a cave. A spirit could call this a cave because they're hunkering down in their den. They come
Well,
from
what
the
do you wanna
outside
do
and burn
about
it
him?
down?
Iris says,
What was that again?
Iris says, "There's no way you're making us leave if we don't want to. We've heard about you chaining people to the basement. That we're not being fridged."
It's a suggestion.
It's not a great one. We're fine here. We know we'll keep an eye out.
Just be alert. That's all we ask.
Stay alert. Stay alive.
You want to trail him?
The best we can. Let's go.
All of us. It's a lot harder to stay hidden as many, but also obviously we shouldn't split up.
Yeah, this is not the time to split up, that's for sure. That's going to get us killed for sure.
How's your van in the snow?
It's pretty good.
It's all-wheel drive.
We got some
Weight
chains
down,
on them
all-wheel
tires.
drive. Yeah, it's got a lot of weight to it. It ain't going nowhere.
Your call, boss.
I mean, Oren, you have the ability to reach out to us if something were to go wrong. Since we know that they're definitely in danger, would it not make sense for most of us to stay here? One person, you, with the ability to reach out, could follow from a safe distance and let us know where they end up.
I could. Not a fan of that, but you know what?
I'm just putting options out there.
It is an option, and I'll do it if that's what we decide, but I'm still not a fan.
I can track. I'll go with you.
What do you think, Song?
Do we have multiple vehicles? I mean, if you guys are taking off in the van, there's no way we can come to help you guys
My
out.
truck's here.
We can stay in the truck. We can take the truck. It's just the two of us. It's warm in the cab.
Yeah.
Just
If you guys want to pursue them in a vehicle they likely won't recognize, then we'll just hang even further far behind in the van and meet up once you can let us know the location.
It is a little more subtle than the van with the wizard mural on the side of it. So yeah, I'm with you.
Indeed. Yeah.
I snag my
People
crossbow
recognize the van.
and I throw it onto my back.
We have to go out through here. You got to conceal that to get us out through the bar.
Do they have a back door?
Of course they do.
Oh, no. I thought you told me you were very familiar with back doors.
I am. I'm gonna go knock on that back door. Anyway,
That's
so
a different story.
I'm like, no, back door. So we open up the back door. We walk out, and I go around, and I pop a seat into the passenger side.
Same, and I'm bringing my shotgun.
You're also sitting in the passenger side?
No, I'm grabbing my stuff.
Oh.
I'm going out
You see
to
the
the truck.
vehicle pulling away, and its license plate says Blackwater 1.
Wow.
Talk about ego on that guy. Ellen says to Oren.
Wow. I'm starting to go, and I'm driving as a New Yorker in a snowstorm. I'm not driving as a New York teenager in a snowstorm. I will make that caveat right. So,
All right, so he does not head toward the office. He does not head toward home. He is heading, confoundingly, in the snowstorm, out of town.
this vehicle is headed out of town.
This vehicle,
Not
is headed
necessarily
out of town.
him. I didn't see him get into it.
Umbral senses. I want to know if, or not umbral senses. My God, I don't have that. Not umbral senses. Sharpened senses. I want to listen extremely intently to what is going on in the vehicle ahead of us. Can I hear that? Can I? If I roll for it.
Well, it would normally be a difficulty.
What is the difficulty?
It would be difficulty 6. Minus
Okay.
2. So it makes it
Okay.
4. So your wits plus awareness. or difficulty?
Mm-mm. No, I can't hear anything. I didn't figure I would. I thought it'd be extremely difficult, but
Nearly impossible,
yeah.
but doable. All right, so you're driving. You're following behind him. You're trying not to get caught. I need a composure plus drive check from Orin Dustwalker. The roads aren't great, and you're trying to not be spotted. All right, so you managed 3 successes on 4 dice. That's fine. Difficulty was 3. You managed to spend a respectable distance back, and they keep driving. They keep driving past Route 22, out of this. So you're getting pretty far out of the city. Then he turns down a creek road, one of the kills, and then you see a sign for Midnight Timber Works, and he pulls a right into it. The gates open, and he drives into a lumber yard.
Is it any of the ones I've ever been in? Anything I've known? Is it something new?
This is a newer one.
What do I know about the road we're on, seeing as I've been here before? I live here.
This was private property, but it no longer is. It's been purchased up for logging. You got a logging lease on it now.
Well, I'm going to drive all the way past said kill and see if I can find a turnaround of any kind.
Yeah, sure. You can find a turnaround.
And Elwin, you keep an eye back there. You're looking for any lights from that vehicle. It'll bounce off the snow pretty damn well.
Did you pull over?
I'm turning around, and then I'm going to pull over.
Okay.
And that's what we're watching. But we're going to be we're going to be off a piece.
Once you pull over, I want to get in the back and I want to pull the optic off my sniper so I can look through it.
Well, no. As soon as you suggest that, I say no, don't do that. Because if you do that, then it's useless.
Okay.
No one, you know better than that, Mister. I have a pips and firearms. You know better than that.
Listen, I need to look. You got a set of binoculars in here?
Yes, open the glove box.
Okay, cool. Open the glove box. Pull the binoculars out. I don't know what your magic bag carries.
Everything, apparently.
It's got it all, baby.
Binoculars are simple.
Listen, this is Mary Poppins right here. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I wish I had a thermal scope. I don't have one of those yet. I'm not allowed to have one of those
I expected you to have one of those piratey ass unfolding fucking big old.
As you get ready to pull over, though, I do tell you, I'm like, hey, I need you. You probably should get in touch with the rest of the pack.
Okay, we still don't know if it's him, but I'll do it. And we're far enough away. Do I got to use the point? Yeah, I got to use the point because I can't see him. So I'm spending a point of willpower. And Song of Ashes, you hear a voice in your head.
Davey.
But it's not the crazy lady, it's mine.
That's good. That's good.
Hey, we went all the way up here, past Route 22, and that particular vehicle, don't know if it was his or not, turned in up here. We went past it, we turned around, and Elwin is seeing if you can find him up in this logging yard. Insert directions here.
Oh, they're in a logging yard. Okay. Well, we're going to head that way. Where you guys parked at? Did you pass it before it?
We went up past it, turned around. Storyteller, how far up until we found a turnaround?
About half a mile.
About a half a mile?
We're gonna meet up with you guys.
Down a bit.
Yeah.
Half a mile's a little bit too far for that shit.
All right, so Elwin, you're looking out the binoculars.
Yeah, I'm looking out the binoculars. Does that help me any? I've got a tool to help me see far, and I've got serpent senses.
Absolutely. So you don't need to roll. You see the vehicle approach a large concrete garage, and the door's open for it, and it drives in. As the door's closed, you see Hayes step out of the vehicle.
He's there. Orin, he's in there.
What do you tell me?
What am I telling you?
Yeah, you have to use your words to describe what you're seeing. I don't
Concrete
hear God's
building.
voice.
Well, I told you he's there, but concrete building, concrete building, garage. He entered in, stepped out of the vehicle as the garage door closed. How is it? Is it bright over there? Is it attached to an office building? It's a large concrete garage, but what am I looking at? God,
Yeah, when you're in there, you see lumber materials, vehicles and such.
looks a bit like a warehouse. Storage for their equipment for the most part.
Large concrete garage sounds an awful lot like a cave, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Except for there's no bow keepers here.
Are they still with you guys? I can't tell. Oren, ask them if they're still there with them.
Now, in front of the cave, the concrete structure, you see two large shipping containers, Connex box.
Is there any? I'll ask you. You tell me the boxes. Is there any noticeable markings on the side of those containers?
I'm looking.
Shipping numbers.
Just numbers.
I would kill for my computer right now. Other than shipping number, are there any letters in the shipping numbers?
God?
No.
No. I see nothing.
All right.
Nothing noticeable anyway.
Well, it's Hayes. He ain't stupid. He knows we followed him. That was only one truck. That's a trap. I tell Ashes that like there's a trap set up there for us to show up. The question is, do we spring it or what do we do? And I describe the scene like there's two containers on the front. So if we go in front, something's going to come out from behind us. There's the big doors up there. It is a trap. It's a fucking ambush is what it is. Like this is the former military guy telling it's an ambush. Are we walking into it or what are we doing? How are we dealing with this problem? Because it's a problem.
I don't actually see what the problem is. We have no reason to need to jump into something dangerous right now. This is not the best place to obviously fight him. This is not the best conditions. We've never even seen this place before. We have no information about this location. I personally think we just pack this shit up and head out. I don't think this is the time.
We just watch him and make sure he doesn't do anything to them tonight because it's supposed to be a fight tonight. For whatever fucking reason.
You stake it out,
man. You could definitely stake it out, but the bow keepers weren't looking for our help. We tried. We talked to them. They seem to be doing their own thing at this point. I mean, both of you guys told them what you saw. At the very least, Elwyn described it quite well.
As you're talking, another vehicle pulls in. Another truck.
What is it?
It's just a pickup truck. Nothing special about it.
It's Mother Winterfang.
Look like a work truck? Does it look nice?
It looks like a nice truck. But it's not Mother Winterfang's vehicle. But it's a decent pickup truck.
Hey, Elwyn, can you see the drive in it?
Yeah, give me a second here. I look. I don't recognize the person, I would assume, or do I?
You do.
Who?
It's a woman. It's Amelia.
Okay.
I know who I'm looking at.
And you care to share?
I take it this is her.
It's my wife.
That's what I figured.
Bitch.
Son of a bitch. So the hunters are in there, is what you're telling me.
Government contractor.
I remember what you told me about her.
Yeah.
That's not good. Wait. If she's there,
We're being looked at.
slouch down.
We're being looked
very
at.
thoroughly behind the door of my truck, and I know it's not going to do a hell of a lot if there's something big. It'll slow down, but it ain't going to stop anything big. And Ash, as you hear in your voice, do not come down this road. Stop right where the hell you are. Do not come down here.
Oh, did we leave?
We were already in. Yeah, we were a ways behind them, but we were in the vehicles already.
Oh, you guys left. You didn't stick around there. Okay. Because I assumed you all
thought
were still in the
yeah,
bar too.
Yeah, I
hanging out
thought we
with
were
you.
still at the bar. Yeah.
I thought you guys were still in the bar too.
Oh, I mentioned that we were going to cruise behind them in the van at a further distance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that.
I guess I got completely ignored, but it's all good. We're at the bar.
Sorry, boss. Sorry.
You are the back leader, so that is what they are doing. All right.
Yeah, I thought after we contacted you, you were going to come to us.
I didn't want to have you guys so far in front of us that it takes us an hour and a half to get to you. I wanted to be there.
That's what I'm assuming is going on right now, is that they are that far behind you.
You guys got kidnapped, Ryan and Shadowheart, and stuck in the back of the van, and he started coming because he didn't want to wait too long, and I don't blame him. So what I end up doing is I crouched down into the floorboard of the truck, and I look at Orin and I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I know what you just told them not to come down. What are we doing? Are we moving?
I'm going to have to see to move, and if they're waiting with orders to shoot, as soon as I start this bitch up again, I'm going to catch one inside the head.
I want to look around the area to see if I see any people posted for shooting.
Okay. Give me a wits plus awareness. Difficulty 4. That's after your -2.
I'm gonna spend a willpower to reroll it.
Okay. No, you do not notice anyone posted up around. And you listen, you do hear the sound of an engine.
I look behind the truck.
Not behind the truck. You don't see it. You hear the hum of an engine.
Is it our engine?
No, it's not your engine.
Okay, I was making sure.
That would be terrible of me.
Oh, okay. Someone's coming, dude.
No, it's idle. It's an idle engine. I'm sorry.
Someone's close, dude.
Well, it may sound like a stupid question, but diesel or gas, can you tell?
Is it going chug chug or is it going brrrr?
It's going chug chug.
It's diesel.
We can outrun it. That I can outrun. With gas, like a freaking lawnmower snowblower, I can't get the fuck out of there.
I get the wrong one. It's it's gasoline, not diesel.
It's a little purr. It's a little purr.
50 shot whether or not I can outrun the motherfucker or not.
Car noise.
What do you say?
We're in the snow. We're in the snow. They're in there. Who knows what they're in? Let's hit it. Hit it. Hit it.
All right. I reach up behind me and I open the little sliding glass. You remember those jugs we were playing with but not playing with?
Mm-hmm.
Grab one if you need to. Throw it out the back, but push the button beforehand. But don't if you push that button, make sure you throw the motherfucker.
Okay.
I start the truck, hit the gas on the road, and just start driving. You hear a voice in your head, Ashes? We're coming up the road, and we're coming pretty quick. And I start going down that road again the way we came.
All right.
My body hits the back of the seat super hard.
Give me a composure plus drive roll. Difficulty 3 to get to a good start.
Hey, I'm pretty good at this one now because it's composure instead of composure or dex. I fixed my problem. Oh, and one more of those. I will willpower that motherfucker.
All right.
1, 2, 3. I get to reroll 2, right? I can't reroll rages.
You can roll up to 3, but you don't have to.
2.
Oh, is it 2?
You can't reroll rage dice.
Oh, okay. I got you.
There we go.
Oh, you got a
Money.
critical success. As you hit the gas, your tires do not spin and get caught, like my car did this morning. And you get purchased, and you begin moving. As you begin moving, as you move past the lumber yard, Alan, you hear it first. You see a van. You hear it before you see it. You see a van come crashing through the front, not through the gate because the gate's open, but through the front opening. There's a huge black van. Armored, chasing after you. No, you notice. As you point out, you notice from the top a hatch opens, and someone drops a very heavy, long weapon onto a mount. Cocks
Oh,
back and charging
mother.
handle.
You son of a... I fucking hate you. Well, let's do this shit and get the hell out of
What
here.
do you say?
Throw it.
Go ahead. Pop open the door just a little bit. Chuck it as best as I can in the pathway of the vehicle behind us.
Strength plus athletics?
What's that?
Strength plus athletics?
It is literally a gallon jug filled with the fun stuff, so it maybe weighs 5 pounds.
Strength plus athletics? All right, he tosses it and it lands just shy of your vehicle, exploding in front of you, just behind you. Boom! Rocking your vehicle a little bit. Give me a
Oh, it's not a boom boom. That's fire.
It's fire. Okay, so catching the
Fire.
back of your vehicle, the back of your truck catches fire as he tosses it. Then barely leaves the truck, not causing any damage to your vehicle. But give me a composure plus drive check, Pete. Difficulty 4.
Motherfucker.
We're bright.
Look at all the kitties on stream.
Can I spend experience right now?
But you said this is a 4?
4, yes.
Shit, I'm gonna skid out.
As you skid
I'm
out,
running out of willpower.
As you go for it, roll willpower.
I have enough to do one more, so I can do what, 2 of those?
Yep.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on.
Yes. All right. You advantage the moment the skid out. As the driver of the other van has to make a similar roll as you, but not a difficulty 6 because there's no fire on him. He's fine anyway. Skids around an ice patch while the gunner loads a belt into the weapon and slams the top down, charges the charging handle back, and begins firing 7.62 from his 240 Bravo at your truck. Elwin Bell, you get
truck.
cover from the truck. It's not enough. Give me your dexterity plus athletics. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6? And you got 1, so 5. So take 5 plus 3, 8. Cut in half is 4. Take 4 superficial damage as a 7.62 rounds slice through your body, one after another. You can feel their weight just ripping through you, tearing your flesh, opening you up, and you instinctively drop to the ground, to the bottom, to the floor of the truck bed. Pete, what do you do?
Elwin, we don't have time for this. Get out.
Okay.
And what I do is I grab my shotgun and I wedge it in the seat and on the gas.
Yep.
I shove my door open and I jump the fuck out.
Okay.
I don't care where the truck's going. I love my truck, but bye-bye truck, baby.
All
My
right.
sniper rifle.
So you're jumping out
your
to
rifle,
Elwin?
my explosives. Which roll do you need?
Dex plus athletics from both of you.
Got it.
Now you might want to try to heal it.
Hey!
Oh!
Hey, there we go! I finally did something!
How much health
At
do
the
you
perfect
have?
time.
That 4 superficial damage you told me, and I had 6 health to begin with, so I guess 2, I don't know.
You have 2 left, yes.
He almost did.
You both managed to tuck and roll out of the vehicle as you jump out, as you both leap out. Elwin, you're in pain. You've been riddled with hot lead. It hurts your body like something fierce, but you can try to heal. You can spend a rage to try to heal. Well, you will heal. You just may lose a rage, but gain a rage as you've been shot up. Pete, gain a rage as your truck's is about to get destroyed.
Oh, it's about to eat a tree. I know it.
All right, so you lose a rage, Elwin. You're still at 2, but you do heal a superficial. Okay, Oren. Okay, the truck skids to a stop.
No. I shove my shotgun against the gas.
Not your truck, the van, I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the truck keeps going. The van tries to skid to a stop. Difficulty 4. And pulls into a perfect skid. The driver whips the gun around. At about this point, the van starts cresting over the hill. Who's driving?
I'm assuming Song of Ashes.
Are you talking about our van?
Your van,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
You didn't stop?
Yeah, I'm driving.
I told him psychically not to come down here.
Well, he did.
He kept coming?
He kept coming. He was about to save your tail. All right, so you see an up-armored van kind of blocking the road, and you see a man just sitting in a turret with a big weapon, just laying down cover fire at the truck that's hit a tree, and they're just laying down fire, Z patterns all over the place. I take it you two are keeping your heads down.
Yeah, I've buried myself in the snow. It's red all around me. It doesn't matter, but
Oh, I want to know how far I am from the van where it stopped. I want to know I need to know distance and
You got 50 meters.
50 fucking meters to the van?
50 meters to the van.
Holy fuck. Okay, Ashes, you hear in your head?
the embankment because you guys dove off the road.
Ashes, you
Put
hear
her
in your
down.
head?
Okay.
Make it snow. You said you could do it earlier. Make it snow.
No, the fog.
Curse of
Yeah.
Werewolf.
I probably can't do that while I'm operating the vehicle, so I have to slide to a stop.
Yeah.
I wait
But
for
I
the
most certainly
obscurate.
can.
If you tell me you're going to do it, I wait for that. That's what I'm waiting for.
Curse of Aeolus.
Yep, it's resolve plus glory. Cost of willpower.
Okay, cost me a willpower. Glory 3, resolve 2.
Difficulty 2. You got it. You got the successes you needed. A fog rolls in, obscuring everybody, giving a -2 penalty to anyone trying to use firearms in that affected area. All right. So that's okay. So what do you do, Orion? What do you do, Tingy Shadowheart? He's pulled the van over to a stop.
And there's now fog everywhere.
There's now fog everywhere. Yes.
Use your noses.
Are we aware of anybody getting out of that other vehicle?
No one's got.
Yeah.
out of it yet.
How far away are we?
You're about 20 meters away
From the turret people?
from the turret. Yep. It's not necessarily close.
For now, I'm just going to shift into Lupus
Okay.
and just lurk in the fog. Kind of keep my distance, but also have an eye on things
All right.
as best I can.
Yeah, same with my with my stealthy nature. I want to slip out of the back of the van and disappear into the fog.
All right. Okay. Wildwood. Song of Ashes did the Curse of Aeolus. Elwyn, what are you doing? A fog has just rolled in. Do you want to try to attempt to heal again?
yes.
Another rage, but you heal another wound.
Can I howl at the moon on my next turn?
Absolutely. You can do that right now if you want.
Oh, I can do it right now. I want to gain one more rage. Okay.
Yeah. And what else do you want to do?
So shift to Krenos.
You're gonna shift to Krenos. Okay. All right, so you're going. Let me guess. You're going right after the turret.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Oren?
I'm not shifting to Krenos because I need hands for what I'm going to do, but he doesn't know this. I'm going to shift to Glabro,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm charging the turret as well. I'll lose the rage, but I'm going to break the belt.
You're gonna try to break the belt?
Yeah, I'm just going to kick it. That's easy enough. You know the drill on this one.
All right. So
Forget that. I charged what I wanted to do was charge the van and flip it onto its top.
all right, that's what you're attempting to do.
Ooh.
All right,
Yeah.
so it's going to be your strength plus brawl plus 4, and he's going to shoot at the obvious target, which is Elwyn Bell. He takes a -2 to his attempt to do so, so he's at 6 dice. How many successes did you get?
4.
4.
4.
4. So we both take a damage, but you don't manage to flip the van as you get shot again, and you take 1 damage. Or
Okay.
you're attempting to kick the. I want you to make a dexterity plus firearms check.
Oh, you got it, buddy. You got it.
Versus
Is this considered physical because I'm kicking it?
yes,
Beautiful.
and he gets a dexterity plus
Okay.
athletics check to kind of swivel out of the way.
Moneymaker. Let's go, babe. Really?
He swizzles out of the way as you attempt to kick the belt out. All right.
Guys hate me. Either way, I'm standing right next to him on the turret, so
Yep.
I'm at 0 distance. So let's have fun.
All right. So as you do that, the back door's open. And six men come piling out. They are all armed with shotguns.
This is going to hurt.
All right. They can't shoot because they're too busy getting out. Next, we're going to go with Song of Ashes. You're up.
How long does my fog stay in effect?
Your fog stays in effect for a whole scene. It's going to be
Okay.
very effective.
So yeah, those guys with shotguns aren't going to be nearly as great as they hoped.
No, they're not.
Shouldn't he have
I'm
more
still,
minuses then when he shot me? If I was under fog.
I think let's get into Krinos. And I'm going to
Lose a rage. You got to make 2 rage checks to go
Yep.
to Kratos.
nope. Right. Pow.
All right.
Hey.
Okay, just the one.
Just the one. Yep.
And I'm going to try to just leap and tackle the guy off the turret.
All right. So you got to run those 20 meters, and you leap and you lunge. So strength plus brawl, because you're leaping, because you're making a leap. You got to use strength. Strength plus brawl plus your 4 for being in Krinos.
Well, shit. Okay. I thought that would be a dexterity leap. A leap would be a dexterity-based thing.
No, this is you're leaping up. This is strength based. Ooh, I got
Strength and brawl.
strength and brawl plus 4. He's gonna swivel and open up on you.
And then the extra 4.
Yep. Damn.
Oh.
6.
Wreck him.
4. All right. So you managed to do 5 aggravated damage. Not aggravated. Yeah, it is aggravated. 5 aggravated damage to him, nearly killing him, slicing deep into his chest. And you rip it out, and you pull out some of his ribs in your hands. And he's looking at you in shock, like, "What the fuck?" All right, Nerdwire. What do you do?
So I have the 6 men, that just piled out.
Yep.
I was trying to flip it from the passenger side.
Yep.
Instead, what I do.
Oh, do you spend a willpower, or do you go into frenzy?
What does Oren
That's a
say in
good
my
question.
head?
That
What
is a
does
good
Oren say in
question.
my head?
I'm not in your head. I'm only in Ash's head. I can do one brain at a time.
I look around at what's going on, and I spend willpower.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the best move.
What I then do is there anyone like the 6 men that piled out of the van? Are they really close to me?
They're
it's a
They're in
van.
the back of the van. They're in the back.
Oh, I thought they came out.
They did come out, but they're still in around the back. They haven't made it around the front yet.
Okay.
You can go get one if you want.
No, I'm just gonna dive on the one that Wildwood was on too, and I'm gonna try to get the gunner out.
All right.
So-
Would it now be our turn to act next?
Yes, you guys are going after Nerdwire.
Okay, I thought he attacked the van, and then we're back to him already.
Oh, yes, you're right. I'm sorry. You attacked the van. That's right. You did attack
Yeah.
the van. Put your roll away, Nerdwire. That doesn't
Cool.
count anyway.
Thanks. Good.
Put those away.
Get it out of here. I didn't like that one anyway.
What are you doing?
I will. First, I'm going to howl at the moon and gain a rage. And then I'm going to attempt to shift into Krynos.
Give me your 2 checks.
If I can find my dice.
All right.
Hey.
All right. So you shift
All right.
between us.
Yep. And then I'm going to. What is it?
Tear 4 guys' heads off. I'm guessing something of that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a rage check for Spirit of the Fray.
Yep.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. Orion's gonna do what Orion fucking.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And I can attack 2 people?
You attack 2 people. Yes, sir.
What kind of dice hacks you got tonight, Orion?
I haven't been
Turn them
spending
all
them.
off.
I've just been holding. Yeah.
The first one you attack gets to attack you at the same time, and he attempts to shoot you with his shotgun within a maximum effective range.
Okay.
But he's at -2 still from the fog.
And then I've got Strength Brawl +4, right?
Oh, at minimum effective range. Yes, you have +4 to your strength plus brawl.
And then I gain bonus dice for Raging Strike too, right?
Yes.
Was that an additional 1?
It's an additional 1, correct.
Okay. That's a lot of math from me right now. Hold on a second.
15.
Yep, I was getting there.
Jesus, 15 dice.
15 dice twice, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3,
5 on the
4,
first roll.
5 on the first roll. So, against the 2, so you do.
Can I re-roll that and spend a
You
willpower?
can re-roll that. Yes, you can re-spend some of that willpower if you want. Go
Okay,
right ahead.
I'm gonna do that.
Guys, I have to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh my god, that's really good. Well, you only re-rolled 3 dice. You're only supposed to re-roll 3 dice.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, I'll be right back. Oh my goodness.
Just take the 3 best ones.
Yeah, right.
Well, the 3 I wanted were, and you don't have to re-roll your rage dice either.
So just 3 regular.
Yeah, 3 regs.
Yeah, we can spend willpower to re-roll a rage
Hey!
dice, not the regular dice, I believe.
One more
Really
win.
broken stuff.
It's a 9.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elwyn, for what it's worth, I hope you make it out of this alive.
I'm not going to. I'm just gonna be honest. I know it's me tonight. I got 6 health still left because I'm in Krynos, but
It's not looking so
The
good
fog
for you.
might save us. He had 7 guys with shotguns that are now really.
they have to be
Left.
point blank range for it to be a good thing. I feel like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but when,
Wow.
when you're at point blank with a werewolf, you have a bigger problem.
Because of what Wildwood has just done. I know Zed already knows this. He's already solved the problem. My character knows how to use a 240. I'm about to pick up a machine gun.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't flip
Let's
that.
do a
I'm
little
glad I
soapy
didn't
swap.
succeed at flipping the van.
I'm glad I didn't succeed at breaking the belt the first time. Because if you break
Yeah,
the belt, you
that's
have to
fair point.
clear it and fix it.
That would
The
take
belt's
us
already attached.
heated
I'm just
battle.
gonna
That's
pick
not
this
going
thing
to
up
happen.
and go a jugga. It's gonna be bad.
Listen, if I don't kill somebody on this next turn, though, I am going to frenzy. I've
We can
spent a
deal
lot
with
of
that.
willpower already, so
Why do you
can deal with
have such a deep desire to create ghosts?
I don't want to. It's just what is going to happen because of my willpower.
He's a
How
necromancer.
many extra successes did you get, Aggie?
Just the one, I think.
All right,
Yeah.
so that would have been 7 successes total then.
Mhm.
Minus is 2, which is 5, which is you kill him. As you slice into the first one, you slice from one shoulder to the other, bisecting him. He doesn't notice it at first. He tries to pull up his weapon to fire until his body just sort of slides apart, and he just drops to his
Nice.
knees. Now your second attack.
I turn and give everybody a thumbs up real quick. And then
Thumbs up back. Oh my god.
1,
Holy
2, 3,
mother.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
10?
And the other one just gets to dodge.
9. 9 of them.
9 of them.
Yeah. Cool.
Hoping to mitigate at this point. Okay, he dies as well.
He's still spaghetti.
As you punch through his chest, you rip through his sternum and you grab a hold of his spine and you pull, ripping it from forward through his rib cage. You pull his spine out and you just leave it dangling. His skull pulled directly off his body.
I want to turn somebody into a hand puppet.
I thumbs up Orion again.
Yeah.
Shadowheart, what do you do?
Okay, so there's still 4 of them left,
There's
correct?
still 4 of them left, yes.
Um,
And the guy in the turret is technically not dead.
I mean, I took ribs out. I don't think that guy's.
He did.
You could just push him out
Did
of the
he?
turret.
Did he? Does he have bleed? Is he
Just
about?
tap him.
yeah, that doesn't really seem like a superficial wound, really. Missing.
He's not
ribs.
dead, but if he were at the hospital right now, they would say, "Hey, buddy, you're dead." Like, sorry to let you know, but you're dead.
Let's read you your last rites.
Yeah.
We can attempt to make you comfortable.
What do you do, Shadowheart?
Bite him.
Yeah. So, because
You're still helmet, aren't you?
No, she's in lupus.
No.
Okay.
I'm in lupus.
Yeah, she's in bite mode.
Yeah. Because I got bonuses to biting. I'm going to attempt to bite one on the arm so that maybe they can't shoot me and drag him off into the fog.
She's no Sally.
All right, give me strength. Let's brawl.
Bite him on the dick.
Yeah, right.
Do I get another dice for biting?
No, not in lupus. You
No.
might want to shift to Hispo form if you want the extra dice for biting. Hispo's the big wolf.
Okay, so I guess
Roll a rage dice if you want to do that.
I guess I try to go Hispo for my first time.
All right. Roll 1 rage dice.
This is a worthy reason to do it right now.
All right, so you lose a rage, but you still shift to Hispo. You're probably going to get a rage back as you try to bite him. He tries to shoot you with the shotgun.
You like getting shot.
I apparently do. We all have our kinks. Apparently, mine is getting shot at. So I get +2 to physical tests,
Yep, so you get your
and then I get 1 for the biting.
That is correct.
So that's going to be 7, 8, and 2 of them are going to be rage.
One of them is going to be rage because you lost the rage.
Okay, so 1 rage and 7 green.
Ooh, a critical. Oh, nice. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus their 2. So you do all aggravated damage. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1. So Shadowheart reaches, grabs him by the arm, shakes her head, drags him into the fog, and yanks so hard she rips the arm clear off its shoulder, spurting blood in every direction. Arterial spray just blanketing the ice. She didn't know her own strength in this form.
That one's not going to shoot me this time.
All right.
Indeed.
Repeat and repeat.
This guy's bleeding out. Is he even touching the 240 anymore?
He's reaching for it.
I don't care. I'm standing above it. I take it off the turret.
All right. Give me a strength plus firearms.
Now we're talking.
Boom.
All right, you fumble with it, and you don't manage to get it off its hinge right away. You needed a 3 for that one, because he's fighting you for it.
Oh, freaking kill him!
All right, so you killed 3 of the PMCs that came out of the back. That means there are.
I get 2 extra dice.
You get 2 extra dice.
I'm
Roll
in
'em.
Glavero form.
Roll them.
Use some will.
Could you stop wasting our? No, I'm just kidding.
The dice hate me.
That they do. I've noticed.
All right,
The
one,
dice
You got
hate
willpower
everyone.
though. If you want to
one thing
reroll.
you've noticed is none of them have freaked out with you in Greenos or various forms. None of them have freaked out. Matter of
I
fact,
did not figure they would.
They are just straight shooting. All right, one of them sees his buddy get just wrecked by Haggard, and he just turns, and 2 of them just launch and just fire right at Haggard. Haggard, you may make a dexterity plus athletics check to dodge these, but at -1 and then -2. So the first one shoots at you.
But it's still minus on those shooters, right?
Yes, they are still at their -2.
I'm not.
Good
gonna
job
let
keeping
forget about
God
that.
in check.
For real, I'm like, God, you remember this, right, God?
Yeah, no.
I need my homies. Right?
Ugh.
So you dodge the first one.
Brother,
Now this one is at the -2 for you.
I've got -2.
You've got -2 this time.
Okay.
3 successes.
Double somersault.
Oh, okay, so you managed to dodge. As 2 of them, you dodge quickly between one and the other as they both unload not buckshot, slugs at you at close range. You manage to just barely.
I give thumbs up to
dodge
Song of
out
Ashes again.
the Third one looks up and shoots at the one that just eviscerated his buddy at the turret, which would be Wildwood. You may make a dexterity plus dodge -1. Dexterity plus athletics -1.
You're muted.
Oh, I muted myself thinking I was unmuted. Do I add werewolf dice to this?
Yes, your rage dice, yes.
Dexterity? Okay. No, I meant like the fact that I'm in Krinos. Dice.
Yes, 4 dice.
Yeah.
It's a physical test. You're
Yeah,
good.
4 dice to get added to it.
Dex, athletics, 4, another 4, 8, with the 2.
Yes, you expertly dodge out of the way. All right, top of the turn. Before he expires, the man on the top takes spins it around and tries to take one last shot. One last valiant shot at Song of Ashes with the 240 Bravo. He spins it around, lays on the trigger, and just opens up on him. You may dodge with your dexterity plus athletics. Minus nothing.
I'm still holding on to this. Does it give him a penalty or no?
No. But it doesn't matter. He misses. All right, and he dies. This is round 3. He passes out. He loses his blood. He loses all his blood, and he just passes out. The other 2 just kind of put their weapons down and raise their hands up. The 2 that are left alive.
I shift out of Greenhouse. Oh, yeah.
What happens when I shift out of Krinos to my body?
How much damage do you have?
4.
I thought you healed it.
I did, but then I took another shot.
He got shot
Oh,
again.
that's right. You got shot again. You'll have 4 health. You'll have 4 damage. And
Okay.
You'll be alive.
You're still alive.
It's just a flesh wound.
I shift out of Kranos.
All right.
Same here.
I shift back into Hamid. I'm like, I really like that truck, assholes.
Someone grabs these guys' guns.
Actually,
They're still alive.
can I shift from Krenos to Glabro?
Yeah, you just got to make a rage check.
Okay, I'll do that.
You do it.
I do it.
Shift to Glabro, yeah.
Cool.
I'm not in any hurry to change at all.
I check the shotguns. Is it regular ammo or is it silver?
Regular ammo.
I look at Elwin. I don't say his name. You think this could have been the fire-breathing machine? I'm pretty sure it could have been the fire-breathing machine.
I just nod, kind of grip at my side from the flesh wound that's still trying to stitch itself back up. Yeah.
I look in the direction of my truck. Is it just smashed up? Is it on fire? What's its current condition from the best I can see it?
The bed is on fire. From where he attempted to throw and the other containers are going to catch fire.
I go back to drag my sniper up the side of the bed, case and all.
Well, we still got to worry about what's up that hill. We got to get the hell out of here. There's still more.
We still have like prisoners, guys. Like there's still 2 guys alive. What are we doing with them?
All right, you can just let us go.
How about that?
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
We don't
Sorry
really
about
let
that,
people
fellas.
go.
Do you guys have any questions for him before I take care of him?
I
Yeah.
start rifling through pockets. What are you working for?
They don't have anything. They don't say anything.
Come on, guys.
For
I'll
you
stare
guys
him
that want to
down.
live, you sure are
stare him
giving us
down.
much information.
You stare them down? Okay, then you stare them down. They just look away. They react to stare down in the appropriate manner.
All right, Orion. These guys aren't being helpful. Do your thing.
One at a time, please.
You sure?
Yeah,
one
Spirit
at a
and Frey
time.
'em.
One at a time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just.
Make
Can
it
I
slow.
attempt to hit one with the other one?
Jason Voorhees
I like
style.
that. Good approach.
Pick them up and you
Yeah.
make them kiss like 2 Barbies.
There was much rejoicing.
You can dispatch them however you wish.
Okay, yeah, I just make them kiss real hard, where my hands end up meeting at the end.
It's a slow kiss too. It's like slow mashing.
I take any and all useful equipment off of the corpses and throw it in the back of the armored van.
All right, they weren't wearing
Yeah, is
body
this-
armor. And they had shotguns. There's a ruined 240. The barrel's been bent. It's like in the struggle, the barrel was bent.
Orion, you're in Glabro. You can still bend it back.
No, you know.
Are they really that easy to bend? I mean, the guy was just trying to fire on me before he bled out. Did he bend a barrel in the midst of that?
One of you did. In the midst of the struggle for the barrel. One of you Glabro /
Our storyteller doesn't want me to have a belt-fed machine gun. In that
Is this van got tinted windows?
This is the opposite of plot armor, Orion.
The van that they attacked us in?
It does have tinted windows, yes.
It does. Man,
It's
we
like,
can
I'm gonna
load
take
into
these
this thing
windows.
and
Yeah.
we could return back to their headquarters, make them think that their guys are returning with a successful mission instead of
So is that
getting into
is
the
that what we're
gate.
doing?
I'm just throwing out an idea.
Oh, not the second. But like, just take the van now. Gotcha. I say, as much as it pains me to say it, I'm worried about Elwyn.
I don't think more of a fight right now is a good idea. But after Elwin drags everything out, did you grab my bag, Elwin?
Yeah, I got you.
I just stand there watching Elwin struggle with this, and
Yeah,
kind of
everyone's worried about
myself.
him watching him get all the gear. Hey, grab my candy from the dash there too.
Really appreciate it, you fucks.
I grabbed my bag and I grabbed the scanner we talked about throwing in there, and I sweep the van for trackers, bugs,
No
devices.
trackers.
So they up armored it themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not bugged like the other ones were.
Nope.
They're not that kind of group. I say to Oren,
Who the fuck was this?
Project Twilight.
Oh, we're gonna learn about them later, but we're taking this for now because I need a new vehicle. And I go over
Didn't
before it
I didn't like
blows up,
those books
so you can
anyway.
roll out. And in the cab of my truck, I throw the other firebomb. I set it in there. I hit the button and walk away and let it burn. I'm saddened at losing my truck, but it's fucked.
I
I look at Ashes and I go, I look at Ashes and I say, you still have any more of that absinthe?
Yep, there's a bottle in the van.
Walk over to the van, grab it. Instead of drinking it, I pour it directly onto the wound.
It stings.
It burns like nobody's business.
Does he lose another health over it?
No. But he gains a rage.
Yes, that's exactly what I needed.
We should probably go, boss. I mean, we can go fight more if you want, but I don't think now's the time.
Nah, I thought it was an entry, but let's get out of here.
You guys are trying to take the van?
I don't want it.
There's no
I
key.
don't
We got
want
two
it.
vans. What?
I just want our
There's
van.
no key to the van.
On any of the corpses, there's no key.
There's no key to the van. There's a selection of ignition switches.
I pick up the van.
Intelligence plus peck to see if I can figure out the. Oh, you know what? Before I do that shit, flipping random switches, I want to check the trunk and check the hood, and make sure it's not booby trapped or bombed like some shit I would do.
It's not.
Forget it. Forget it. Leave the van, dude. We don't need this.
I fucked my truck. I want the van. I would like to, if I'm allowed to, intelligence freaking check this to figure out how to turn the van on.
Yeah, you may. Difficulty 6.
Wow. That's a motherfucker. I can do it, but
Comes that brutal failure.
yep, I'm going to smash the van apart.
Hey!
It's not a brutal failure,
Not
but
a brutal failure.
Yeah, the dice just, they fuck me tonight. Okay.
There's just too many combinations to do it in the amount of time you have to do it. If you're trying to do it quickly. If you had unlimited time, you'd figure it out.
Ryan, if I open the Umbra, can you kick this into there?
The van?
Mm-hmm.
Bad things happen when things that aren't ready to go into the Umbra.
That's a van.
It's a van.
I don't think the van's gonna hold it against us.
I can put it
Next week, we fight a van.
Yeah. The spirit van's really pissed, and god damn it.
Open the gate on the edge of that hill and we can roll it down, put it in neutral.
I'm doing it.
You see what happens. Just don't get in the, just stay away from it. I don't know what's going to happen to this.
Yep. So I go ahead and I walk downhill just a little bit, and I put my hands together on the backs. What is that dice? And I drive it directly into the Umbra,
Sid, what are you doing?
and I
Figuring out what's going to happen when this van hits the
and
Umbra.
I go to peel it open, and as I'm doing that,
So you're just doing this on your own again, despite what everybody said? Okay.
what? No, I think we agreed we were going to roll it down the hill.
Oh, I thought you said you were opening the Umbra.
I am opening the Umbra to
But
send
down
it
the hill,
into
away
down
from-
in-
Okay.
through it,
I'm
away
gonna
from
throw it
everybody.
neutral and just push it and see what happens. It'll happen down the hill. Like maybe we can come back for it later, but it's going to happen away from us. After you do that, like walk away from the opening. It'll stay open for a second. I throw the van in neutral and give it a push into the opening.
Are we sending the truck in there too?
Difficulty 3 to open the Umbra here.
I got a success. Critical success.
You did. You got 4 successes. You open the Umbra, and as you open the Umbra, something comes out.
What?
Of course.
We can't just not open the Umbra every time and just because we're afraid something's coming out. Like, we have to go in there every now and again. Everybody shut the fuck up. Oh, man.
Flies toward the van and collides with it. The van comes to a complete stop before hitting the membrane between the Umbra and the physical world. The tires screech to a halt. The lights blink.
Run.
I don't mean blink. I mean blink.
Oren says run.
Vehicle turns.
I go into the Umbra and close the door behind me.
You do.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Hold on. Nerdwire.
Yes.
Character
Pete.
Elwyn is a theurge that just had to force open the Umbra at a 3. You are smart enough to know that's a bad idea. Oren says, run. What do you do?
I run into the Umbra and close the door. I'm kidding. Oh, man. I do my best to run.
The vehicle begins giving you chase.
What does it
Fucking
want?
spirit van.
Wait, we now have a possessed van?
Thanks to Elwyn.
Oh,
What does
is
it
its name
want?
Christine?
Can we stop saying thanks to Elwyn? I mean, it's just circumstances that surrounded my decisions. It's not my
We need a
fault.
t-shirt now. We need a t-shirt. Thanks, Owen.
Oh, man. Listen, okay, so it's giving chase, and I am running, but it's a fucking van.
You're on the other. You're not in the Umbra, are you?
No, I didn't go in the Umbra. I'm on the other side.
Oh my goodness, poor guys, poor you. All right, so as you're running from the van, it stops. It comes to a stop. It putters out. It just stops.
I don't stop, but I do look behind.
I'm just laughing at Elwyn right now.
If you could stop laughing and actually help me, it'd be greatly appreciated.
I'm not going anywhere near you.
So you haven't closed the door to the Umbra yet, though.
I begin the right.
I closed the door and ran away.
So you did close it.
Yes.
What are you doing, Pete?
I'm beginning the rite of abjuration.
All right, do the rite of abjuration. Difficulty 3.
I throw a dice to it because I know it's an extra one.
It's an extra one and a rage dice.
And a rage
It's
dice?
both,
Because
yes.
I know it? Oh, so he gets an extra dice and an extra rage dice.
Yes,
So 2 dice more.
2 dice more. Yep.
I'm just trying to process how this guy that when I met him said like all of these words that I couldn't even understand what they were, turned into like this little ball of rage.
I did nothing. All I did was open it.
All right, so you managed to push the spirit out of the vehicle, and it is shunted back into the Umbra.
You gotta start doing that.
Can we just go home? I just want to go
Yeah,
home.
let's get the fuck out of here. That was enough for that. We're good for the night.
But let's not head straight home. Let's head back to the bar or I will personally head back to the bar
Let's all
to
go.
make sure that everything is.
The bar sounds good.
No,
Are you in the condition for a?
I'm good for a
Detour?
seltzer and a splash of lime.
You can keep trying to heal. All you gotta do is keep making rage checks.
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
Heal in the
Let's
van.
see. Let's see.
While we're driving back to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So if
I
we're
heal
going back
another one,
to the
but I lose
bar,
a rage.
How much rage you got left?
1.
Two, I think.
Alright.
Just one.
So you have 2 health levels left. 2 health levels taken off from you.
I have
Alright.
3 taken off from me.
Oh my!
So I'm at half health, but I am at a 3.
You are at a 3. Very nice. All right, so you're heading back to the Stag's Refuge. As you arrive there, it's the grand opening has kind of died down a little bit. Mother Winterfang has left. The Bowkeepers are still there, and there's a small crowd still enjoying the hospitality, still drinking. It's probably about not close to closing time yet, but it's getting there. As you walk in, they're like, "Ooh, we see you're not dead. We're not dead either, so it's been a good night."
Okay.
Well, I can we go in the back, please?
Absolutely, you don't need to ask. Head on back.
That was less than fun, but we figured out what the spirits meant, and that could have ended poorly.
Our heroes.
I don't think that's entirely necessary. And
I think that was said with a little sarcasm, dude.
That's what he meant.
and so was mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It felt earnest. Sorry.
Both of them. They were both pretty thick.
I lost my truck. I really liked my truck.
Well, where'd you lose it? Why can't you find it?
Pieces.
Just gotta stop doing that.
I didn't do that. The fire spouting piece of machinery was an armored van with a belt-fed machine gun on top.
The tracks.
And the cave that's nowhere near around here is a concrete freaking garage. Pretty damn big one to boot. Set up on the freaking new timberworks or old timberworks. I don't even know when the hell it was put up, but it's way the hell out past 22. One of their kill teams were dead, and thankfully they weren't packing silver. But as Elwin can say, ow.
Lifts up my shirt, rips off a sleeve, sets it on fire. Lifts up my shirt, exposing the flesh that's slowly knitting itself back together.
Ira looks, do you want some help with that?
Please.
She walks over and she puts her hand. Yes. Yes, she heals,
Oh,
heals all your damage
yes.
and some. As she puts her hands on you, her hands begin to glow slightly as you feel a warm touch overcome your wounds as they knit themselves back together easily. And an actual successful mother's touch for the first you've seen yet.
Mm-hmm. As
So what
she's
about
done that, as she does that, I and right after I'm healed, she hasn't removed her hands just yet. I grab her wrist and I just kind of look at her and I ask, why are you the only one who's nice to me?
Because I'm not nice to you. Pulls her hands away.
Elwin promptly takes out a knife and puts it up to his throat. Again. Oh man, rough.
Sensing her very flippant reaction to all of this, I say, seem scared.
No, not particularly. We have these dreams all the time. They don't always come true. It's just it's a vision of a possible future. One of a million. You can't take everything these dreams say as heart value.
Care if it real?
If it's real, it's real. If it happens, we're going to stop it from happening. Wasn't real. Didn't happen. We didn't have the dream. You had the dream, so thank you, but we wouldn't have chased after him. It just seems like a bad idea.
We know where he goes, though.
That's good. What are you going to do with that info?
Well, I, for one, next week am sitting on a couch for the entire weekend. I've made enough bad decisions.
Oh, do tell about these bad decisions you've made this week.
I don't need to. You all were there, you know.
We heard.
Yeah, we just wanted to hear you say it.
We heard a rumor from a passing wolf spirit about a guru and a stolen moon.
I took care of that problem.
I heard. We heard from the wolf spirits. From this somehow.
I'm sorry, what's this now?
We won't tell the story. It's not our story to tell. Some other galleon will have to tell that story.
Something you'd like to share, Elowen?
I did some rite of abjuration on a spirit that took over Maria Sanchez. It's gone. It's the same thing that I was talking about last week.
Hey, you did well. The spirit's been abjured. It's complaining, it's bitching, it's moaning. It's the right thing. Hats off to you.
Was the wolf spirit you saw that spirit?
Oh yeah, it's pissed. You got an enemy on your hands.
When don't I have an enemy on my hands? And as he says that, he looks directly at Orion's eyes.
Oh my goodness.
I glare back at Elwyn, knowing full well that there's probably something he did that he's not sharing with everyone.
I did the rite of abjuration.
So we assume he was with you, Shadowheart. Adi said he was with a female.
He know with me.
Ooh, Elwyn's got a girlfriend. We'll leave it at that. She pats you on the side where she healed you. Kind of wanders away, kind of whistling Dixie. Dun 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 dun.
Considering what we just went through with Song of Ashes, and now you're wandering around.
It's not Ivy.
Okay, so who is it?
I don't really know her.
You don't really know her, but you were seen hanging out with her.
She just happened to be where I was.
That's not at all what it sounds like.
It's the truth.
So you bumped into some random woman and you performed a rite in front of some random woman. So is this random woman a werewolf? Does this random woman know what werewolves are now?
Yeah. She does know what werewolves are now.
And you think that's okay because you hit your head as a small child?
Arwen is kind of just washing the shot glass over and over and over again.
I walk over to Arwen and I ask for the strongest shit she's got.
She reaches under the bar and pulls out something orange. Because I think
Please.
it's Romulan.
And thank you.
I want in on that.
I'm just like, I honestly don't know what the fuck you're thinking. Like, are you thinking with this one? Or are you thinking with the one he usually uses? Because he actually has enough blood to run both of them at the same time. I don't think you do.
Can I use intimidation on Elwyn to make him tell us everything?
Depends on how you intimidate. Do you break something? Do you bend something? Do you do something with your strength to... Because if
could I just grab him by the collar and lift him up?
that would be a strength plus intimidation check, yes. You may
Okay.
do that. And you may make
All
a
right.
dexterity plus athletics check, Elwood Bell.
Why?
Because you
Why?
I only meant to roll one rage dice, but I rolled two. So
Strength plus intim, you said?
plus Tim.
I'm assuming I'm not still in Glabro, right?
No, you're not in Glabro. Not if you walked into the bar. I hope not.
shifts to Krinos.
Ah.
One success.
What?
Okay, so you reach to grab him, but he kind of like maneuvers out of the way. No.
Can I spend a willpower?
Yes, you may spend
to
a
reroll?
willpower.
Of all things to spend a willpower on.
And what am I rolling? Just
3 dice.
3.
3 dice.
Yep.
All right.
6, 8, and so that's your 3 successes. So you got more successes than him. All right, so you lift him up by the collar. And you lift him up. What do you say to him?
Who is she? What were you doing? I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of you sneaking around, doing all of these things, and then acting like you don't know what's going on half the time. You withhold information from the pack. We are a pack. And the last I checked, you're not in the lead. So when the pack comes together to ask you a question, you need to stop being so dismissive. So who is she?
I don't know her. I only know what she told me.
And what did she tell you?
She told me her name is Zufield.
And
And what?
usually when we run into people that know what we are, if they don't freak the fuck out, then we in some way know what they are. So what is she, werewolf? She vampire?
I don't exactly know what she is. I know she jumped up in a tree. She never told me what she was. I was threatened. I shifted because I thought I was about to have a fight on my own. Literally, all I was doing was going to try to figure out what was going on in that cave. To try to fix a problem that I created, Orion.
Seems to be all you do.
It's not all I do.
Hugs.
It's not all I do.
It's what you keep saying. And then there's just another problem after another problem.
I'd tell you to suck my dick, but you'd probably like it. Get the fuck off of me. Go to try to remove his hands.
That's pretty. Do you let him move your hands?
No.
Okay.
And then after like a couple seconds to make it clear that, you know, he didn't have the strength to do that, I put him down.
Okay. I think that's a fair assessment to his strength 1.
I have strength 2, thank you.
Strength 2. All right.
Versus 5.
He's brawl 5.
Yeah, my strength's only 4.
Arwen just stops. She goes, okay. That was fun watching you pick him up. It's fun. He does talk a lot. We appreciate that. But let's keep the violence on our very first night to a minimum. And she said, Ufield, you said. That's a very strange name. Tell us more.
She's foreign.
Foreign. What kind of foreign?
I don't recognize the accent.
Did they tell you anything else?
Let's look the name up.
They know Ivy.
Who's Ivy?
You know who Ivy is.
No, I don't.
We literally told you that we had the whole story. We just told the whole story about how Ashes got sucked up by a lady named Ivy, and now she's living rent free in both our heads. You forgot already? You've been hitting the stock back there?
Oh, you and the vampire problem you had.
Not me! Points at Ashes!
Too, Elwin.
Because I was busy trying to help him solve his problem.
And if she knows her, odds are she's one of them too.
Google says the name originates from ancient Scandinavian or Norse culture, including Vikings.
She didn't try to kill me. And she actually helped me solve the problem.
And you only got her name?
That's all
First
I got.
name only?
Yeah. That's all I got.
But she was in the
Well,
same
that's all you
cave
got, then.
where you found the demon wolf spirit.
What?
She was in the same cave where you found this cursed wolf spirit.
She was returning some clothes.
How will she help?
She held down Maria Sanchez while I ran the rite of abjuration.
I like how she went from not knowing him at all to then having a name to then
I don't
she
know
helped me
anything else
perform this
about her.
right. You had her help you perform a rite, but you didn't
She
bother to
helped me
find out
perform
what
the
she was
rite.
about.
She held it down.
That's helping.
That's helping perform the rite.
Semantics. Tomato, tomato.
No, it's not.
It's pronounced tomato.
Pretty
GIF
sure.
or GIF.
85% sure.
Arwood just looks to the left. to right.
Well, it sounds like that's all the information we got here.
Sure.
Or all we're getting.
There's a way we can find out. I mean, we can always find them, track them down, beat them up, ask them, find out what they know. It could be fun.
Find out who knows.
This Oldfield.
I don't think there's any reason to start a fight.
Well, it's not really a fight. I don't think it's a fight. Not if there's 5 of us.
I don't think there's any reason to go starting a war.
A war. What's not a war? So much it's just to see what they know.
If it's one person, how's it going to be a war? Or is she on somebody's team, Elwin?
I don't know.
I'm just messing with you.
But what I do know is she didn't try to hurt me. She actively tried to help.
Arwen puts the glass away. She goes, "Man, I wish I hadn't brought this up." She kind of turns away and saunters away.
How's that orange stuff she gave me?
It's tingly.
Tingly? Did it burn on the way down?
Burns on the way down.
Go.
Think we lost Haggard?
Haggard walked away.
Oh, there he is.
He's back though.
I'd let the dog in.
Poor Elwin.
Like the little brother who gets in trouble all the time.
I didn't even do anything.
Except meet a vampire.
Yeah, he's like the little brother that is always actually unintentionally doing things wrong and getting in trouble all the
Getting in
time.
trouble all the time.
Letting demons out of caves and shit.
The Umber that possessed the van.
We can't just
Finagling-
not. I still stand by that statement. We can't just not open it. No one said vampire yet, by the way. I want to make that clear. No one has said she was a vampire.
It's pretty well implied. She's a vampire.
She kind of sounds like a vampire. We've seen him move quick. You said she jumped up into a branch. I mean, that's... What
And
the
you
hell
said
do we all
that-
know of that does that?
And you said she had connections with Ivy. I mean, that seems to say she's a vampire. You're like avoiding calling her a vampire, but it sounds like she's a vampire.
You're suddenly very eloquent, Shadowheart. Did you pick up that dictionary app that I showed you?
Yeah, this whole time I've just been sitting here scrolling through your phone, and
She's on 5. She's on 5 rums.
yeah,
I mean, y'all take it how you want to. Let's solve the problem. She doesn't know anything about you guys. She doesn't know anything about where I'm from. She doesn't know anything about where we live. She doesn't know me. I wasn't followed. We both had to dash out of there afterwards. Everything was fine. Spirit adjourned.
Fair enough.
So y'all can just be mad at me all you
Obviously,
want
you know.
for every single thing, every single decision that I make, every single action that I do, and that's totally okay. That's totally okay. Because, like, legitimately, honestly, I don't really give a fuck anymore. Like, every decision I've made, every single one. Orion, you've been at my throat since day one, since I showed up here. Since I
That's
showed
because
up
every
here.
single decision you make.
I don't even want to fucking hear it, dude. Like, it doesn't matter. Your opinion to me is minuscule at this point because you already hate me. The only other person here that I think even has any kind of passing respect for me is Ashes and maybe Oren. But the fact that I burned his fucking truck up tonight, I know he's not happy with me right now either. So you know what? Take this. If you don't want me around, I totally get it. Fuck y'all. And I go walk toward the door. I open the door and I just start to take my leave. Walking in this fucking blizzard back home.
Who's into the blizzard walk? Who hasn't done the blizzard
Walk of shame.
Walk of shame. Anyone can stop him from doing the blizzard walk.
And in my defense, I don't even know what respect is. How can I have respect for you? I don't know.
He hears that and he yells, "It's very clear!"
Did you guys hear something?
What respect?
Iris sees you walk by. She's like, "Oh, don't go. We're just joshing with you."
You might be.
They're just worried about you. They don't want you doing anything to get you killed.
Don't give two shits about me.
Ah, that's not true. You know that. What being so dramatic?
I sent
Might
him
as well
a
be.
text that says, "Don't be a dick. Come back inside." That's literally what it says.
Pull up my phone, look at it, open it, read it. Look at the weather. Look back at my phone. Pop the front door back open, looking in there. It's warm. I walk back, but I don't go back into the back room. I sit down at one of the tables.
Feel a hand on your shoulder. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a warm hand. Or is it a cold hand?
Cold hand.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. All right, so back to the other room. Elwood has just stormed out. He's just had his most dramatic fit yet. But he did see his wife tonight. So, it's to be expected. What's everyone else doing in the back room?
I'm drinking that high octane shit. Thought I'm gonna drive. Hey, can this shit actually get us drunk?
Anything can get you drunk if you drink enough of it.
I'm not in the mood to drink a handle on a nightly basis now. I used to be able to get a little drunk, but now it comes really harder. Does this stuff get us drunk
It's going
on
to come that much harder.
Oh, he just needed me to DD.
Ash is just driving the van, so I might be able to get a little bit drunk.
All right.
I'm just having a drink, chatting up Arwen.
All right, Arwen's just chilling with you. He's very openly flirtatious, but clearly not interested tonight. But
Oh
definitely
yeah,
in the
I was
future.
just
Oh,
yeah.
Or,
I walk out to the main bar and give myself a seat next to Elwyn.
ooh, Yoda knowledge. I can't wait.
Leave her and her bad speech alone. I look at her and what?
Me not so used to this. Peopling. Me no know why fight. Me only know that good, bad, this pack now. Me no want you feel. And she says that very confused, as she doesn't understand really what that word means, to have feelings. Me no want you feel you have to do alone. Me need Pat. You need Pat. We know Pat if we alone.
No one's listening. He's internalizing. Everything that happens outside of us getting together on the weekends, I didn't know I was going to be alone for anything intense. I just went to go check out something. That's it. I thought it was just going to be routine, go to a cave, come back. Ran into something more difficult than that. She wasn't a problem, so I respected her wishes and told her that I would.
We pack. Know her, pack. We pack.
The bar drunk sit next to you. Yeah, listen to Nell. She knows what she's saying.
Listen to who?
Nell.
No. It's a movie from the 90s.
Deep cut.
I got it. I appreciated it.
Same.
You old bastards. No, I go, no, I get it. I totally get it. You're not wrong. The last thing I want to do is cause problems.
The good drunk looks at you. Pack. Are you a bunch of furries?
I look at the gentleman and go, won't you mind your own fucking business?
Nope. Want some rye?
Of course you
Of
do.
course you do.
I'm just kind of leaning closer to Shadow.
Yeah, I was going to say, having had observed such behaviors before, yeah, I lean in closer, wrap my arm around his shoulder, as I'm like, hey, you know what? You don't owe her anything. You don't know her. You know me.
Listen, I told you guys everything I knew. I probably could have said something a little bit earlier. He's like rubbing his hands on his face, much like I am right now,
All right.
underneath his glasses.
As a matter of fact, I think we're going to call it there. We'll call it for the night because we're stretching right now.
It's just the bar scene we're stretching. It's like,
Exactly.
don't sleep.
We're stretching the bar scene. Everybody looks like they're tired. It's just about 12:30. It's exactly 12:26. Perfect time for us to break.
Not for Wildwood, it's 9:30 for him.
It's not exactly.
He's gonna go for 3 more
He's gonna
hours.
stream after this.
I'm gonna keep doing stuff.
All right. Thanks, guys. This was a lot of fun. It was supposed to be dangerous, and you guys minimized my danger down to nothing. So thank you for that.
Action.
Elwyn
Hooked us
doesn't think
up.
so.
Yeah, that fog really, holy shit.
About that fog? Oh my god, that was awesome.
Yeah, that worked out nicely.
The fog really did. It took 2 dice off all the gunshots.
Dude, I thought you were gonna kill us both. That's why I'm like,
I didn't even get hurt.
I'm doing the best. I'm getting the hell out.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna start with Pete and repeat. But we're gonna ask: did the combat scene make you nervous? What was your favorite thing about the game tonight? And do you want to do it again?
You scared the hell out of me with that. Yes. You took away my truck. I love that thing. I don't know how we're gonna get something like it back, but I'm getting my shit back. That combat made me nervous as hell. You had me and Nerdwire pinned down with literal machine gun fire.
Yes.
And I absolutely hate the fact that I want to do something cool and I can't because these dice really fucking hate me.
They do.
0 successes. I drove okay. Like, that was cool. But as soon as the fight started, I got nothing.
You fell apart.
Nothing. But no, that was really fun. And the fight was cool. But now I want to like figure out what the hell this place is. They've literally got a bunker set up and military machinery. We have to scout this place out. I need to know things. So I like the fact that this is out here. I want to sort this out. But that was fun. Even if the dice still hate me.
Drama Kid, Nerdwire.
Drama.
Yeah, no, I legitimately thought I was about to die. Like, I thought it was very obvious I was about to die. Like, my character's not built for combat. My character's built to talk to people, and there's not a whole lot of opportunity to talk to someone who literally just wants to level a shotgun at your face. Like, you don't really get to talk. It's, you open your mouth, you get a mouthful of lead. But I was counting the successes of that gun ripping through the truck, and I'm like, I'm dead, and I'm dead right now. Like, there's no getting out of this. I was like, I'm dead, and luckily, I mean, it was halved. I was able to kind of keep on ticking with Krinos, but I was genuinely worried for my character. That said, I think Elwin's ready to move on to the great beyond. He's feeling a sad boy right now, and he's frustrated. But overall, like the thing that I did like the most is that we had some really, really solid RP at the very beginning of it tonight. Like I really, really dug kind of getting to talk with everybody and getting to actually like interact in a stronger manner. And I still like the RP. The combat is always worrisome for me. It is the worst part of the game for me because I'm not good at it. But even still, like Pete said, like the dice also hated me tonight. Like every single time I tried to roll to do something cool or do something effective, it's like, no, you don't. And so like, it's one of those things where I think overall, I'm excited for the combat. I get really excited to be able to watch Haggard's character come through there and mess stuff up and hear the gory descriptions. I was glad Ashes kind of jumped up on top there. I was really worried too whenever we had not only Ashes but also Orin on the top of this van, and I knew that there were snipers that worked as snipers were around. And that worried me, and there was no actual payoff for that. I'm thankful for that. Like I don't want to see anyone from here die. But that's kind of where it is for me. I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it.
Wildwood.
Yeah, definitely the combat was cool. I was scared for sure that we might lose some people, but it's nice to be in some real combat that had that. But I'm thankful that the dice always just seemed to roll good for me, and I was like, we need this fog to come in, and the fog came in just like it needed to. And it was satisfying to have all those 7 dudes that jumped out of an armored truck carrying shotguns all be a lot less effective. That was very nice. And yeah, the only thing I didn't like is that I had to go to a birthday party and get some pizza and stuff instead of hanging out with you guys the whole time. That was the downer for me.
All right. Haggard.
I really enjoyed the night. Yeah, the fighting was good. Don't worry, Elwin. I wasn't going to let anything happen to you.
I don't believe you.
That's why I jumped in there, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I want to keep doing it, obviously. The RP was good. It's always good to jump in there unscathed, tear some people apart.
I will say, if I hadn't been as damaged as I was, I think I would have sided with like Orion and in some cases Orin to like go in and do more of the combat because I was interested in who was in there and what was going on in there. But like I was ripped apart. Like I knew I'd be useless there.
Yeah, and I've been, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been being a little more cautious instead of just going full force jumping into the fray. Waiting to see how things kind of start out instead of in reacting, or not necessarily reacting, but going based off of that. Can you stop, please? Jesus Christ. Yeah, and with the fog and them already focused on you, I figured jumping in there was.
It worked.
Probably the best. So I do actually have a question. With Spirit of the Fray, it says +1 rage per additional opponent. Could I have attacked more than the one extra?
I think it's up to your per additional opponents within reach, up to your character's glory without penalty. So what's your glory?
Up to my glory, so 3.
Yes,
yeah.
if you did more rage checks, yes, you can do up to 3 attacks.
Right. Okay, cool.
What was with this van, by the way, with like this 6-lever ignition sequence? Is that just a made-up shit, or does that actually exist on any van in the world ever, anywhere? That sounded wildly made up.
Sounded fun to me.
I'll give you that.
Keep things out of my hands, and that's
For real, he did.
I don't like it, but I will accept it as what needs to happen sometimes.
It sounded like you just like stepped into the deck of a spaceship, all these levers and toggles and stuff. There's no
I want like a full chaos episode where it's just like at any turn the most random fucking thing can happen.
Oh, like a spirit possessing the van?
Yeah, for real, right?
Tindy Shadowheart.
Right after we joked about it.
Your turn.
As far as the combat goes, I was glad it went more favorably for me this time. Last time I pretty much tried the same thing, was to like disarm a guy and instead got myself shot. So this time to literally disarm a guy and not get shot, I was pretty happy with that. That was great. I had my first successful shift into a different form that I hadn't done before. Also, I was glad to actually be presented with the opportunity to go try to have a conversation with Elwyn. Because even though even though he had previously tried to explain to me before that he understands how I feel because he struggled with, becoming a werewolf. He uses these words like not having respect for him and like maybe, I'm part of like Orion who doesn't like him or anything like that. That it's not like that for me. I don't have those kind of people's sentiments. I don't understand those people's sentiments right now. That for me, all I want is unison and for us to behave more like what I understand a pack to be. And she just views him as he does a lot of things by himself, and I want us to be together as what a wolf would want of their pack, and so I enjoyed being able to have that interaction with him of trying to make him understand that no, you don't have to feel like you have to hide things from us, that it's and you definitely don't owe some random vampire that you stumbled upon some kind of loyalty. You should trust us. And so I enjoyed being able to attempt at having some conversation, which isn't a strong suit for me. But neither is combat. I'm really built around being able to observe things and hide and survive. So neither one of these things are good for my character.
Good insights. Really good insights. Now, what I liked about tonight's combat was I thought I misjudged it. I thought it was going to be more lethal. than it was. But you didn't actually go into the actual ambush. So I changed it on. I had to change it on the fly. It couldn't be as good. You look like Shane Gillis now, Pete. Sorry. It nicked you. It just nicked you.
You're over there on Kill Tony.
Exactly. All right. So as I was saying, the combat was deadly. I wanted to describe it. I wanted to describe what it's like getting shot at by a machine gun. And I hope the people who got shot at, or shot at the general direction in, got a general sense of what it felt like.
The general direction?
To be under
I was the direction.
I hope the description did good enough justice that it gave you at least maybe 1 or 2 goosebumps. That's what I was aiming for. I was hoping it would be a little bit more violent, but you guys just ripped and teared through that shit like it was nothing. Absolute nothing. It was a little crazy, actually. Nerdwire almost bit it. That was cool, but I didn't get the focus fire. Oh well, no one died.
Oh well.
Oh well, no one died.
God may have been gunning for you.
There's always next time.
Always next time.
There truly is.
Use our tools to effectively circumvent your ambush.
Yes, you did. And then you had the ghost at the beginning, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was.
I like.
Dude, I totally in the chaos of tonight in general. Like I kind of forgot about that, but like that was actually really fun. Like it was so much fun.
Yes, I'm sorry. Song of Ashes missed that the house is haunted.
Yeah, I
Oh, you caught that?
yeah, I caught a little on that. Yeah.
I liked that.
All right, so I'm going to give everyone 5 XP tonight. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. And I don't know who we're going to raid out. So,
Your mom's on.
ooh, no, she's not.
No, I bet she is.
It's true though.
Yeah.
Your mom. Huh?
It's the only retroactive as I think I saw on.
Pure Blind Gamer's on too.
Oh, Pureblind's on too. Nice. What's
Really?
Pureblind doing? Yeah, he sure is.
Yep.
What is he doing? FMB games or something?
FMV games or Hyper Light Drifter. And it's a streamiversary on the 19th. Let's do Your Mom. I'd barely get to rate him. Everyone, thank you.
What are you doing?
I can't wait to see you guys again on Monday for Vampire. We got
Later, guys.
We got good stuff planned for Vampire. We had a great time tonight. Thank you, everyone, for stopping in. I love you. I love all my people. Make sure you're following everybody here. If you're not,
Everybody follow everybody.
follow everybody, follow everyone. It doesn't cost a thing. And it makes people smile.
Follows are free, people.
Yes, follows are free. Give your follows to
Give
all
them
these wonderful
away.
streamers. All right, stick with me, and we're going to go see Your Mom right now.
I don't want to go see my mom.
Have a good night, everyone.
Who's mom?
Peace.
Latest.
I am